panicking. Don't panic. No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job.
Stitch up. It was a stitch up.
Upset. When I lose the small side of games, I'm upset. Because that's the fucking standard. When I don't see a team that wants to play in the Champions League. You want to play in the Champions League? Play to play in the Champions League. And the same to you and everybody. And everybody that comes on the bench to contribute, to help. We were so hard to be here, and we give it away. The good thing we have 45 minutes.
Do you think the best team lost this time?
I think so, yeah. Especially for 160 minutes. I'm saying that, and they are saying that because they just told me that.
Who did the PSG bench?
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta. Oh, boss, that game against Bournemouth was crazy. The last-minute goal, we were nuts. Though some people say every time we win a game, we celebrate like we won the league. We don't over-celebrate, do we, boss?
Oh, no, Martin Odegaard. I don't think so.
Welcome back, familiar, to Northside LDN. Big up to everyone that is locked in. And today we're going to go through this exclusive interview by Mikel Arteta that was released 2 days ago. Big up to everyone that's locked in. You know what I mean? Make sure you're liking and subscribing, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, we ain't going to waste no time. We're going to get straight into this interview. Where can I? Here we go. Share my screen. Which screen is that? Hold on. Which screen? No, wrong screen. Which screen? Too many screens around here. You know what I mean? Wrong screen, third screen. There we go. Allow. Right. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Fine. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's get straight into it.
All those players around you, and you said, am I good enough?
At what point when you were at City did you decide now's the time to move?
I never felt ready. And I said, listen, they calling me. So what do I do? He said, if you don't go to Arsenal, like if you're asked, you have to go. Players want to come to Arsenal now.
Interesting. Straight away. Interesting. Man said, I never felt ready. Well, we knew you weren't ready. This is exactly why we wanted an experienced manager. Do you know what I'm saying? It's exactly why we wanted a manager with credentials, because we knew your first job at Arsenal, it wouldn't go the way it needs to go, which is winning major honors. You know what I'm saying? Big up Paris Mandem. You know what I'm saying? Big up Wu-Tang. Big up all the Mandem, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up Devante. Big up everyone in the building. You know what I'm saying? I said I knew I wasn't ready. Do you know what I'm saying? That is crazy. You know what I mean? That is crazy. We're going to get straight into it. Big up to everyone locked in, man. Everyone in the chat. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Let's go. Do you know what I mean? Let's go.
I prefer to go into Arsenal somewhere else, and it is an unbelievable power as well.
How do you manage the expectation level?
I think we build those expectations. From being second 3 times, there is only one thing, which is to win it.
Well, really and truly, you don't build the expectation. You go to a club that is the expectation of the club due to the size and the history of the trophies. But continue. Big up to everyone locked in.
How are we doing, guys? What a place this is. Magnificent. I'm here at the Arsenal training ground this afternoon. I'm here for one reason, to have a chat with Mikel Arteta.
Let's go.
Memories, very happy. Very active boys, couldn't get away from the ball. A lot of friends, a lot of joy, a lot of sports, and very big education as well.
Fantastic football area as well.
Unbelievable. It's all about football. But, you know, you go around the city, on the beach, everywhere people are playing football, kids. That's the passion that when you think about, okay, what describes San Sebastian in terms of sports, it's football.
I wonder if they play your type of football in San Sebastian. You know what I'm saying? Do they play this part the ball football? This we're going to build the wall in the midfield with 3 defensive midfielders. I wonder if they do that. Not too sure. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get to the nitty gritty. Let's just get straight to what he's going to do this season, innit? Apart from his flipping whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, cool, he's got his childhood good, whatever. Like, I don't really care. What's he doing for Arsenal? Do you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
at an early stage, Mikel. I think at 15 you moved to the academy at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Were you in awe of the surroundings, or were you one of these kids that just perhaps rolled the sleeves up and ready for the challenge ahead? Bit of both, maybe?
More like this. I was very lucky because I connected with very good people straight away. Pepe Reina, who played for Liverpool, was my bank bet mate. I had Andres Iniesta, Victor Valdez, all of them there together in a very similar position. So obviously we had a lot of money.
I wouldn't say in a similar position. They were actually balling out and they actually made it, you know what I'm saying, to be starters. So I don't think you should put yourself in the same bracket as Iniesta and Valverde and Valdez and all them man there, do you know what I mean? Because you didn't make it, Maggi. You didn't make it. Which is why you ended up at Everton. No offense, Everton. But let's continue.
You feel lonely.
Yeah.
You don't have your family, you have anybody, so you have to rely on them. And we're most of them in the same position, so we have to support each other a lot. We understood we got a lot of time together. When you just go for breakfast, lunch, dinner, sleep together.
Imagine if they had Iniesta and them man there. Do you think right now they'd be talking about we went for breakfast and we went for lunch and we connected with good people? They'd be talking about trophies, feel that trophies, huh? The thing that you always avoid talking about. We don't care. Talk about Arsenal. Why are we talking about your childhood? Like this guy is like, we're doing a documentary for Michael Jordan or something. What did you achieve? What did you win? What did you do? Nothing. Oh, but I was in the building. I was in La Maza. No one cares, bro. No one cares. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a sport about winning. What did you win? It's all about, and this is what I hate. It's all about the story. Like, guys, once upon a time, guys, in a far, far away village in San Sebastian, guys, I rose up from the ground, guys, to play the ball, to connect with good people. Bro, fuck off about connecting with, no, who cares? Is this Nokia connecting with good people? I don't care. You know what I mean? What did you win? You know what I'm saying? Won nothing in your playing career. You've won nothing here. That's what we want to. We don't care about the journey, guys. The San Sebastian journey, guys. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here, man. We don't care, bro. All the ballers you mentioned got trophies, bro. They got accolades. They're legends. What are you? What have you done? What have you done in this game? Nothing.
For 24 hours, you really create a bond that goes behind being your teammate, and they're still friends today because of that reason, because you live something that early age in your life it was that important, because at the end you finish in your you're getting into that teenager phase in your life before you become an adult, and it was so important, the education that we got there.
See that point?
Education, but who cares about you being a teenager? Real talk, like, I hope you had a great childhood. I hope you had no one cares, bruv. No one cares. Can we get to the important bit? Where every time they interview Arteta, it's always about, you came from San Sebastian, and oh my days, you're Spanish and this and that. No one cares, bruv. No one cares. Can we get into something that we can actually get some tactical insight, you know, what we're gonna do, what the expectation is this season? Can we get into that? Why are we playing 3 DMs? Why we kept playing Martinelli on the left? Why are we not bringing in Gyökeres? Like, why the team not find it? Can we talk about some tactics here? Or do we have to keep talking about this story time? This is mad, bro.
Mikel, did you realise then and appreciate then the kind of brilliance you were surrounded by?
When I go there, so obviously I'm in San Sebastian, and you are very competitive in that environment. You are thrown there, and next to you have Xavi, you have Iniesta, you have Victor Valdez, you have all those players around you, and you said, am I good enough? And the
answer was no. And the answer was no. I'm looking around thinking, am I good enough? The answer is no, bro. The answer is no. You know what I'm saying? The answer is no. I said, I looked around. Xavi and Iniesta, am I good enough? No. The computer says no. You know what I'm saying? The computer says no. You weren't good enough. You know what I mean? Let's continue.
A lot of question marks and some insecurities as well. But as well, that's what it drives you to be better every single day, to understand the standards are needed to be able to compete with these guys, and really enjoyed it.
It's amazing because I was obviously doing a little bit of homework, and we've been looking through your career, and obviously represented Spain 16, 17, 18, 21, right? And I likened you a little bit to Andy Murray at tennis, right? Andy Murray is one of the greatest tennis players that ever lived. But unfortunately for Andy Murray, he played with Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. Yeah. You're a little bit like that in football, and
that is the nicest way to say you couldn't make it to the main team. On the 21s, That's when the journey ended, guys. The journey ended. I could not do anymore, guys. Anymore. And if I can't do anything, I go home, guys. Yeah, I'm saying. No, do you know what I mean? That, bro, don't be comparing Arteta to these guys, bro. Don't be comparing Arteta to these guys, bro.
About timing, and two things happened. One of them is obviously we had the best generation of midfielders probably ever, with many others: Xabi Alonso, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Silva. And then when I had the chance to go, that's when I got injured with LCL, and I was gonna go the following week with the national team. Yeah. So that's it. It didn't meant to be. I had other great experiences, but certainly something that I would have loved to be part of.
Just going back to that injury for me, 2009.
Flipping adverts, man. But yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. Come on, let's go, man. Come on, let's listen to Super Mix. Amazing journey, amazing life. What's this, man? Move on, man. We want to hear Super Mick. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. You know what I mean? And let's see what man's saying. Hurry up with this advert, man. For this, wasting my time. There we go.
I'm really tested mentally in terms of your strength to come back and look on it at what it is. It's a blow, but you can, you've got to have the spirit to come back in the gymnasium every day.
In my career, yes. The thing is that when I was born with a serious problem in my heart. Yeah. That obviously everybody believed that I could never have the chance to do the sport at the highest level.
Was it a hole in the heart?
No, it was two of the main valves in the heart that weren't working, so I needed open surgery. It was quite a problem for many years. And that was resolved because my parents were so insistent. They took me anywhere in the world to be able to explore and give you the best possible chance because they knew that I was going to struggle to keep me on one side doing puzzles and reading. That was never going to happen. So everything started there. And then, I went through a lot of things very early in my career, but that one is when I really had this sense, can I play football again? Because it was not only the ACL, it was the three main things in your knee that went away. I had 3 surgery, had a big infection in my knee. And
why? Listen, this is all sad. I don't wish illness upon anyone. Can we talk about his managerial career? Because your playing career is over. You did nothing. It is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That's done now. Can we just talk about what we're doing, man? Let me fast forward because this is getting on my nerves right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, let's talk about my knee hurt, my this, my that. Bro, listen, I ain't got time for this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for this. We're fast forward.
But it was probably playing there in the B team, and suddenly one day in December, I get a phone call from him saying, I'm the manager of Paris Saint-Germain. I would like you to come and join us. And I could not believe it. I said, no. I fully trust you. I know you're ready. I wasn't physically ready. I didn't have the exposure mentally competitive.
Let's move on.
Be just as good as the Spanish league that you're used to, the French league. But I would suggest you've got to be strong physically and mentally to play in Glasgow.
So I was very happy in Paris. I did a year.
We don't care, man.
Just to live.
What, bro? Let me fast forward because this guy's just waffling about my playing career, bro. Your job's on the line. We don't care about your playing career. Your playing career is done out here. Do you know what I mean? Bro, what's this?
Big clubs that have one thing in common, I think, and that is a quite unbelievable support and fan base.
I'm really lucky to experience that because...
now we're talking about the fan base. We've taken almost 11 minutes talking about how tragic his life has been. Earning millions of pounds, playing as a footballer. His life has been so tragic. I don't know how he survived. Making millions of pounds and not even being a player that won shit. And now we're talking about, the fans, a big club, No. Let's talk about the history of the club. And is he upholding the history before him? Because at the moment in time, he's not. Can we talk about that, please? Can we talk about that?
If you ask a player what's the best moment, it can be lifting a trophy, but it's feeling on that pitch the power of connecting with the people and making them happy. There is, in my opinion, nothing better than that. And winning together, obviously, is the best part of that. But I always felt that, and in this country and in the clubs that I've been, I always felt part of that. And from there, I went to Arsenal, where it was like going back to Barcelona's way. Yes, with Arsene, with the philosophy of this football club, with the tradition and history, and probably a model, an identity that fitted much more my qualities and my weaknesses than any other club. And it was a great decision as well. Yeah.
Bro, this guy continuously gasses up. The fan base and the support and the willingness and this and that. Because he knows, as soon as the fans lose faith, he's done. Because there's nothing on his CV to justify him remaining at Arsenal, apart from the fans keeping him in a job. That's why he always wants to go on and on and on about the fans, and the fans have been helpful. The fans have been there for us, and the fans, the support is amazing. Bro, how can you say the best thing of football is the supporters and the fans? No. It's about winning, bro. It's about winning. Because alongside winning means the whole fan base is happy, whether you're Arteta in, Arteta out. No matter where you stand on the club, when the club is winning trophies, everybody's happy. The fans, everyone that works for the club, the players, everyone's happy. The one thing that unites the club is winning trophies. That's it. Stop talking about the fans and the support, and the supporters have been incredible and working with beautiful people. We don't care about all of that. We don't care about all of that. I don't care if there's some nasty characters at Arsenal. If we're winning, I don't care. We're getting the results. We're getting the trophies. We're getting the wins. Let's just do that. Stop trying to gas up this fan base here, because that is your only lifeline. And as soon as the fan base turn on you, it's done for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Let's continue.
It certainly was. We'll move back to, I think it was 2016. Your playing career finished. When did you know? When did you realise that, okay, footballing career, playing career is over? Was it a conscious decision you made one morning, or had you been thinking about it, or did you wake up and think, legs aren't there?
So when I had my knee injury.
Back to the knee injury. When I had my knee injury. How could I survive on millions of pounds a year with a knee injury that kept me out? But unlike other people that work, you're going to get fired. You may not even get sick pay. You get sick pay, doesn't matter. You still get your full pay, even though you're injured. Your knee's up. You don't have to go to work. I can't believe. I don't know how you survived. I don't know how you survived, bro. Like, this is a real hero story. This is a story. This is a survival story. Real ghetto story. Real ghetto story. Hey, I remember those days when my knee was on bone and mama come to work with a big piece of... But I don't care about this, bro. I don't care about this. What are we doing, bro? Talk about the tactics. Talk about the pucaria of the merda that we're performing this season, bro. What are we talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? About every single transfer. This is a survival story. Real Spanish story. Real ghetto story. Hey, get out of here, man. Get out of it. Can we talk about some serious stuff now? I'm tired of this. I don't get anything, nothing. This is supposed to be an exclusive interview. Exclusive bomber. Doma. I'm not getting no bombers, bro. All I'm getting about my knee, my back, my neck, my back, and my crack. I ain't hearing nothing about football, bro. Nothing. Where is the other day they called this guy a tactical god. Can I hear some tactics, please? Can I get some tactical insight, please? Even AFTV got a show called The Tactical Insight. You're the manager. Can we have some tactical insight, please? This is ridiculous. Man, talk about my knee, my back, my crack. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? For this? Every day, my back. Every day, my neck, my crack. Come on, bro. What are we doing? This is ridiculous. And then you get people, oh, no, such overreacting. Bro, this is supposed to be the football manager. Bro, this is supposed to be our manager, bro. What are we talking about? What have you learned about my knee and my crack? All you've heard about is my knee and my crack. That's it. PSG, but I thought, could I perform with Iniesta and Xavi? No, we already know. You failed as a footballer. You failed, bro. Your career was dusted, but you got paid and compensated very well. You got compensated out in Scotland. You got compensated in France. You got compensated in Spain. It's calm. Let it go. This guy's one thing, like, oh, do you know what I mean? It's like them artists here that never made it, but it's like, yo, I remember Kanye when Kanye was nobody. Okay, where are you? Nowhere. Outside the bus station, asking for 26p. Do you know what I'm saying? Nobody cares. Could you talk about some fucking football tactics, please? For this every time, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Nah, listen, Benfica's different, but we got Mourinho, bro. We don't do the phases. I told you, we don't do the phases. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I didn't get picked for my national team, I knew my football career was over and the process of processes was beginning. A magical moment. Oh my God. I'm telling you, bro. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous on this guy, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. I'll put it like that so the comments don't hide me. You know what I mean? Nah, bro, it's not even crash out, bro. I'm just tired of it. It's boring. Like, can we get some insight, please? Do you get me? You know what I mean? So his tactical brain is in his knee now, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Man's doing the Mourinho without trophies. I'm telling you, they gas it. Bro, this is the thing, yeah, that he's going to learn about the British media, yeah? They will gas you up. They will lift you up like Simba. You're the next one. Lifting this guy up like the flipping prodigal son, the Simba of Pep, yeah? But they're going to crash it on you, yeah, when you don't win this season. I'm telling you right now. We've seen them do it to Wenger. This guy thinks that the media is his friends. The media in this country, when it's time, yeah, to put that last dagger in your back, trust me, they're going to put that dagger in your back, bro. Best believe they'll put that dagger in your back. This guy thinks the media won't turn against you. Okay. The time is up right now. It's time now to be winning major honors now. Get the F out. You know what I mean? They purposely did not put a timeline because they knew there are fans who don't care about it. Oh my days, bro. I'm telling you. He survived, man. He's a survivor. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could be one of Destiny's Child. I'm a survivor. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to making it professional, but we don't care about this at the moment. That's what I'm saying, man. Did he hurt his leg 3 times? I don't know. He keep talking about his leg, bro. Every day his leg, bro. I get a casket. I don't know, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's funny that he had... Do you know what's funny, though? Before we continue, do you know what's funny? He keeps talking about his bad knee, yeah? Why did you push Partey back onto the pitch when he had a knee injury? Why did you flipping run Havertz into the ground or Saka into the ground? If you know for your own experience as a player how bad it is to come back from a long-term injury, how to get re-injured, yeah? Why is it that you force players back through injury? Why are you playing players injured? Why did you re-injure Ben White? Do you know what I'm saying? It is emotional manipulation, bro. It is emotional manipulation because when they start coming, because what you're gonna say when he said, I had 2 valves of my heart, and obviously that's sad, isn't it? You don't want no one like I don't care who you are. I could fully hate you. I don't want you to have health problems. But like, bro, like let's talk about the football. Do you get me? Let's talk about the football. How about that? Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? The guy was so shit he tried to play for England. Guy's a failure, constant excuses. Oh my days. He's a fool. He thinks that they're not, bro. Trust me, they're gonna finish him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They're gonna finish him, bro. Wenger was stressed towards the end. Man had bloodshot eyes and everything. Watch the way they bro. I'm telling you. Word salad waffle, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Simba, bro. I'm telling you, he thinks he's a prodigal son, bro. He thinks he's like Luke Skywalker. That's what he thinks he is. He thinks he's Luke Skywalker, bro. And then the force is not with you, bro, because players are falling down. That's why the players are fragile, because he's fragile. Facts, Devontae, bro. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I just watched Dan's stream. I'm disgusted how people slander Lee. If what Lee said last night makes you feel some type of way, it's true then. Uncomfortable convos like last night made me mad. Bro, I didn't watch all of it. I watched some of it. You know how they are, bro. Certain people, they just don't like you. And when they don't like you, they'll just say anything. And it just based on the fact they don't like you. And it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? He's the voice in their head, yeah, of reason that they try and numb out in it. So they don't like it. Big up to my guy, Lee. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
At some point after the third surgery, I didn't know whether I was going to be able to come back. I said, I need to do something related to football.
Yeah.
And I always felt, because of the experience that I had and some of the struggles and insecurities I had as a football player, how can I help the players better? How can I understand the game better? How can I predict what's going to happen better to give better solutions and make sure that we have more enjoyment on the pitch? The best role, in my opinion, to achieve that, it was to become a coach. So after that,
man had insecurities, yeah. So you had insecurities as a player, you had insecurities as a manager. You were thinking about quitting Arsenal and giving it up, saying that you can't take the club forward anymore. So it just goes to show. Listen, this is what I'm saying, man. This guy ain't a born winner, bro. Born winners, yeah. They don't let no insecurities steep in, bro. It's just win, win, win. I'm gonna be the best. That's it. You know what I'm saying? This guy. How can I get better solutions? What solutions? What solutions? This horrible football we've had for the last 3 years. Where's it got us? What's it done for us? How's that been a solution? Has Jesus been a solution? Has Havertz been a solution? Fabi Vieira, Lokonga, Kivior, have they all been solutions? Has 3 DMs in the midfield been solution? Playing Moreno in the 10, solution. Partey at right back, solution. I don't know where the solutions are. I can see your insecurities. I don't see the solutions. Your insecurities is the way that you play football, that you don't play to win. We could never play the way Liverpool played because you're too much of a coward. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the reality. Let's continue.
When I started to do my coaching badges, and when I was a year or 2 years doing the coaching badges, I have one of the guys that used to work with Pep in Barcelona. I had a very close relation, living in my house for 1 year when I was a player here. And Pep asked me at that time, I might come to England. Would you join me? I was 30. He said, I was still captain of the club at Arsenal. I said, Pep, I'm not ready to do that. But when I retire, I would love to do that. So
he loves more talking about Pep than actually bringing Arsenal trophies. Look how excited he goes. I was 30 and Pep's calling me. It's like, bro, that's the insecurity, bro. You know you failed as a player. So now you're like, I can get some trophies through managing with Pep. I could be part of the backroom staff. This is all insecurities, bro. You didn't do what you needed to do as a player. Now you're trying to living through your player career through a manager, which is fine as long as you win the trophies. As long as you win the trophies. Because Mourinho wasn't a player. Do you get what I'm saying? But look at what you won as a manager. This guy, bro. Look how excited. I never see this enthusiasm when you talk about bringing my club trophies or winning trophies at my football. I never see this enthusiasm. But when he talks about Pep called me and he said, Arteta, if you come to Spain, we're going to manage together. Man, get out of here, man. He loves Pep, bro. I swear down. Yeah, I'm saying he was probably thinking, yo, Pep, are you and your wife actually fully done? Because if you're done, yeah, then do you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can date. I always had a thing for you. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what he's thinking, bro. Crazy. This guy, certified loser, man.
Then another 3-4 years later, in that case, the timing was good. So I get a phone call when I'm about to retire. I promised my wife and kids, let's go to LA. You do your bits. You left everything for me, my career. And she looked at me and said, really? Go there, get in that car and go to Manchester? She knew. And Pep had the power as well to convince you, to make you feel that, to have that trust in me when I never coached anybody. To go and join his coaching staff, and it was an incredible journey together.
Why do you keep saying I go there and coach, bro? That you're a backup dancer, bro. You was a backup dancer there. You weren't in charge, bro. That's why they kept winning. Even when you left, they went and done the treble. Like, don't go make it seem like I was with Pep and I was coaching. You ain't coaching. Pep is coaching you, and you're saying, yes, Pep, I'll get the cons and bibs out. Yes, Pep, I'll get the bottles out. Don't make it seem like you're some next tactician out there at City, bro. Relax, bro. They went on to win bigger things even when you left, bro. Don't make it seem like I was coaching and I was telling, man, yeah, I was telling this player like I was getting. Do you remember the narrative, yeah, when he first came here? Arteta's the reason that Sterling was bagging in goals. Yeah, I'm saying. And then we saw, and then it came full circles. Sterling came to Arsenal. What did we do? What did he do? Did he unlock Sterling at Arsenal? I thought he was the reason why Sterling was cooking at City. Yeah, I'm saying. Chabi, my guy is just, bro, this is what, you know, when your CV, when you lie, like, I was like, hey, I was like serving pints at the pub, but I was like, and I was serving bread and breakfast, and I was also like going out there making the lunches and the chicken dippers, and get out of here, bro. Man's trying to stretch the CV. Bro, you was a backup dancer. It was irrelevant whether he was with Pep or not. He was gonna win regardless. Man's there. I was coaching. I was this. Okay, coach Havertz then to score goals. Coach Jesus to stay fit and actually score more goals. Do you know what I'm saying? Why didn't you coach Marquinhos? Why didn't you coach Fabi Vieira and Lokonga? You're so great of a coach. Why did you get rid of Kivior that you brought here? Why didn't you coach him to defend properly? Why didn't you coach Zinchenko to be an actual left back since that's where you want to play him? Huh? How come you couldn't coach that? How come you couldn't coach all the goalkeepers that you brought in? Carl Hein, Turner. Yeah, I'm saying, why couldn't you coach them? Man? You're so great of a coach here. You should be able to coach these, man. Why haven't you been able to coach and develop Martinelli? Why haven't you been able to coach and develop Odegaard? Why aren't you able to coach these, man? Why are these men on the decline under you? If you're so great of a coach, why didn't you get the best out of Sterling? There's so many players here that you could have got the most out of, could have coached. Why didn't you coach them then? Get out of here, man. Get out of here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Pep was Beyonce, you're Michelle, bro. You're not even Kelly, you're Michelle. Yeah, I mean, Kelly's probably Maresca at Chelsea. You're Michelle. Yeah, I'm saying we can replace you. You're a backup dancer. You're there to just do the choreography and get the hell out. Let Beyonce sing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it. Don't pick up the mic. You're there to just harmonize. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
when you come in, you started it, you say you get an invitation to go to City with Pep. I mean, with the greatest respect, you're not starting there or starting there, starting there.
You're not starting there, you're not starting there, bro. He wasn't the main guy in charge. These man love to rewrite history. Love to rewrite history. Bro, he started at the top. And I look at him. These man always love to overdo what he's done, bro. He ain't done nothing. Like, Arteta weren't pivotal to City's success, bro. He weren't pivotal to City's success. Do you know what I'm saying? City fans couldn't care less. He's left it, couldn't care less, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Couldn't care less. But anyway, let's continue, man. Let's continue.
You're starting right at the top. Absolutely right at the top. And I'm guessing you walk in there, immediately, are you intimidated at all by the brilliance that's around you?
I was very lucky because they welcomed me really well. And then I think it was about the team. We formed a team in the coaching staff led by Pep that it was unbelievable. I had honestly so much fun. I was waiting for the weekends to say all the things that he prepared, he invited, are they actually happen? And it was like, wow. So it was a dream because he said, I have the dream to do what I did in Barcelona, but here in the Premier League. And obviously you have so much experience here. I need your input, I need your help. So whatever it is, 1%, 2%, 5 or 0.2, it doesn't matter. I'm there to try to make that dream.
Well, there you are. That's
1%, 2%, exactly, because you weren't the guy in charge. Pep was. You weren't pivotal to them winning anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Replaceable, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But you see how much he lights up about talking about Pep. I want to see you light up about what we're going to achieve this season. That's what I want to see. But let's continue.
it's living proof that all great coaches, all managers need help, right? Definitely need help. At what point, when you were at City, did you decide now's the time to move? When did that moment arrive?
I never felt ready, only to be fair. I was getting prepared and I was...
There you go. I never felt ready. Of course you didn't feel ready because you didn't go and get the credentials. You didn't go and learn your trade. Look at Fabregas at Como getting his stripes. You didn't earn your stripes. You did not earn your stripes, bro. A friend of a friend got you a job. I know how this works. You know, when you leave a job, a friend of a friend's there. You're like, yo, I'll put a word in. Don't worry. There's a couple of applications. Don't worry. Yours will go through. Don't worry about it. Do you know what I'm saying? The job is yours. That's what it was over there at City, bro. And that's what gave you a half a chance. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
So usual with my job, almost obsessed and so passionate and putting all the hours in the world. I was by myself. The family was still living in LA. So imagine, and with pets, it was 24/7. Okay, how can I help? And the second season, when Arsenal left already, Arsenal came in, and they was doing, looking at all these candidates and meetings, and I said, Pep, listen, they're calling me. I haven't done anything. It's my second year with you here.
Thank you. Man admitted it. Pep, Arsenal are calling me. I haven't done anything. Thank you. Thank you. Two things he said. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready for the job, for the Arsenal job. And why they're calling me, I haven't done anything. Thank you. He knows that he's a fraud, bro. He knows he ain't ready for a job like this. He knows this. Listen to it.
And the second season, when Arsenal left already, Arsenal came in, and they was doing, looking at all these candidates and meetings, and I said, Pep, listen, they're calling me. I haven't done anything. It's my second year with you here.
Pep, they're calling me. I haven't done anything. And what have you done, yeah? And what have you done since you've been here? Nothing. What have you done? Thank you. The truth always comes out, bro. Pep, they're calling me. I haven't done anything. Arteta's direct quote. Pep, they're calling me. I haven't done anything. I'm not prepared for the job. You knew that you weren't good enough for the job. You took it for the arrogance, bro. They're calling me. That's where the ego. That's where the insecurity. You remember what you said before? The insecurity. I always had insecurity if I'm good enough. Now it's like, Arsenal calling me. Big club. Historically big club in England. I played for them before. Oh, my days. Watch now. I'm going to prove myself. Watch now. You know that you don't have the CV to be managing Arsenal Football Club. He knew it. He said it himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Pep put him in position, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Pep put him into position. That's what it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? Pep gave him that Ray J stimulus. You know when Ray J packed out Kim K, all of a sudden everybody knew who Kim K was. That's what Arteta got. He got the Kim K stimulus package, bro. I hit it first. That's what you got. That's what you got. Do you know what I'm saying? He got the Ray J, I hit it first. He's Kim K, bro. All of a sudden now everyone else Kim K. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. He wasn't the guy. He never was the guy. Yeah, he exposed himself. That's his true feelings. He did nothing to get the job. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? And they're calling him, he's not ready. That's what it is. That's what it is. I hit it first. That's what it is. But anyway, let's continue. Let's continue with Kim K Arteta. Let's continue. Where is it? All right, cool. Let's go.
So what do I do? He said, if you don't go to Arsenal, I kick your ass. So you have to go because you are ready. And I said, really? He said, you have to go.
Seriously?
And at the end, it didn't happen. And we stayed together another the third year, something. There are other things, the 4th year. But it was always like that. He was always very, very protective of me.
Mm-hmm.
But said, you need to fly. You know, I had to make that call when I was young and only trying to beat him and go to Barcelona to have all that success. And he always gave me that confidence, that trust, like all the managers, what I said at the beginning as a player, to say, I kick your ass. You have to go. Go and do it. You need to do it.
Wow, look at him. Look at the way he gets so gassed. He said, you have to. Why is he coming up to the... Why is he leaning in like that? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, relax, man. Sit on your seat, bro. Man's so enthusiastic when he talks about... Pep said, you have to go. You have to get your bag. Call the Uber. You have to go in the taxi. You have to make it, guys. You have to make it. You know you cannot make it. You know you cannot make it. Huh? You know you cannot make it. Where's that clip?
You don't have future here. You don't have future. You can never make it. You're supposed to be a dealer man, serving dealer to the students in the secondary school. Because you cannot do basic 1+1. You are here breathing heavy like a dog. Think about your life. You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You know you cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired. You are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiot.
There you go. You know you cannot make it. You know you cannot make it. Huh? You need to be cutting grass for the actual footballers. You know you cannot make it. You know what I mean? That's Arteta, bro. That's Arteta. Look. Let's go back. Look at the way he leans in. Look at him. Maybe he's trying to conquer the interviewer. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I said, you need to fly.
You need to fly.
I had to make that call when I...
You need to fly. Pep never told you need to fly. Man said you need to fly. You need to fly. Fly like a bird. I'm like a bird. I always fly away. I don't know what the trophy is. I don't know what my process is. But baby, just believe, because I'm like a bird. Feel that puta. Looking like a short-headed Nelly Furtado. Get the fuck out of here, man. Where's my fucking trophy, bro? Where's my fucking trophy about you need to fly? You need to fly.
Yeah, something. There are other things the 4th year, but it was always like that. It was always very, very protective of me. I said, you need to fly. You know, I had to make that call when I was young and only trying to beat him and go to Barcelona to have all that success. And he always gave me that confidence, that trust, like all the managers, what I said at the beginning as a player, to say, I kick your ass. You have.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at the way he's leaning in. Why are you leaning in so? Why are you getting so close, bro? Gay.
Have to go and do it. You need to do that. And he knew how I felt about the club. You know, it was the middle of the season. It wasn't an easy decision because I was very responsible and very attached to him, all the coaching staff. And
I was very look at the way he talks about Pep. He said Pep always protected me. I was very attached. Bro, is that your man? Is that your man? Now, what do you mean you was very attached? No, you was comfortable, yeah, hiding under the illusion of Pep. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what you was, bro. You was hiding under Pep. and trying to get that aura. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying to get that aura in that. Do you get me? Do you know what I'm saying? Because you knew you weren't that guy, bro. You knew, okay, let me be next to the guy. I ain't the guy, let me be next to the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? He was Biggie Smalls, you're Diddy, bro. You're dancing like a chicken, bro. Doing nothing, doing the chicken dance. You ain't doing nothing, bro. Get out of here, man. About I was attached. He weren't attached. That's why he told you, get the fuck out. You want to leave? Go. Do you know what I mean? Go. Go. Do you know what I'm saying? Go. There ain't nobody cared. Get your flipping, get your crusty ass out the door. Nobody cares, bro. That's how much that's actually mad that he's telling you to go. That's how much he don't give a shit about you being there. He's just like, yeah, bounce, bro. Go do your thing, bro. Yeah, it's calm, man. It's calm, man. I'll check you later, innit? Love, 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 love. He knew you weren't going to do nothing, bro.
Everything that we were doing together, really enjoying it. And as well as my first big job, never coach anybody as a head coach, even under 16s. Go to Arsenal Football Club with all the issues that there are, socially, internally, in terms of the squad. And
all the issues that there are, socially, internally. Why do you never mention trophies, bro? The issue is we had too many years without trophies. You never, ever, ever mention that. He only mentions the things that he thinks he's fixed. Socially, mentally. Oh, we've changed the mentality of the club. Oh, socially, the club is more connected with the fans. Cool. Have we fixed the trophy cabinet? Because that's the main thing. Have we fixed the trophy cabinet? Because you don't want to mention that, innit? Have we fixed that? Have we fixed 21 years, no major honor? Have we fixed that? Have we fixed our record in Europe? Have we fixed that? No, but you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that because, you know, all your conversation, you only want to talk about your neck, your back, and your crack. You only want to talk about your bad knee. You only want to talk about the fact that, oh, I was managing with Pep and he wanted me to stay. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. The main thing you was here to fix, you ain't fixed, bro. You ain't fixed.
I do transform the football club. You know, you have no time because you're in December. What do you do? And at the end, I think, Ali, it's like anything. Let's go. You have to go. You have to trust yourself, surround yourself with very, very good people and start to work. How many times does this guy have to keep talking about good people or working with good people and the right people and this and that? Bro, it's about achievement. What have you achieved? What have you won? Stop talking, bro. This guy talks in riddle. He goes round and round. He talks about energy, commitment, environment. He talks about being connected. He talks about changing the social of the club. Bro, talk about fucking trophies, bro. Do you know what I mean? This guy, man. Honestly, maybe you should have a show like Jeremy Kyle, or Ricky Lake, or Jerry Springer, where you can talk about feelings and emotions and being together and being a loving family and stuff like that. Because you do not sound like a top manager, bro. This guy wants to, I don't know what he wants to do, bro. Have the Mikel show. Do you know what I'm saying? The Super Mikel show. Guys, what happened with the marriage, guys? We need you connected like this. We need you guys. Imagine you're at Anfield now, guys. And we need everybody. You want to play Champions League? We need you connected, guys. Together, collectively, defensively. We need you together, guys. Do all of that, bro. I think that's a better route, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a better route for you. Because this managerial thing, bro, I'm not hearing... How far are we? 16 minutes in, yeah? We ain't heard one tactical nothing, no mention of trophies, no mention of achievements, no mention of what we're going to win this season, nothing. 16 minutes, my neck, my back, my crack. 16 minutes, oh, in San Sebastian, the journey of San Sebastian, I was in San Sebastian and I was in the Aladdin's carpet, guys. And I flew like an eagle, guys, down to La Masia. And I asked myself, can I do in this environment? Iniesta, Javi, can I do it? Oh, I realized I couldn't do it. I went to PSG. Fuck off, man. 16 minutes. This is a 24-minute interview. This is what you're talking about. This is what pisses me off about this club. It's everything but winning and success. Everything else gets talked about. Merchandise, ticket prices, flipping new kits. Do you know what I mean? This is what is how good looking the manager is. Last season, remember last season when they asked him, Arteta, it must be so easy managing. You're a good looking manager, you got good looking players. Yes, well, you know, we try to gel our hair, we try to put face mask on my face with a cucumber, you know, and we try to go to the spa every day, and I try to put a lotion and go in the suntan beds, guys, because we need the ray, we need the sun. Sometime maybe rain,
Sometimes maybe sun. We need the rain to have the sun. But fuck off, man. I'm tired of this shit. Talk about ball, bro. Talk about the ball. But we trying to, we need the player to be together, connected defensively, attacking one combination together. We move. Maybe we don't win enough against Manchester United, but we're not happy. Well, I go home. If it's not good enough, I go home. Porque the tactic is, we try to combine and control. We try to control the ball. We try to control the ball, but this year the ball has changed. The ball is not flowing. Floha. It's not floha through the air, guys, and we need the ball to flow. Cala boca, pa. For this, I'm tired of this shit, bro. I am tired. Can we talk about ball, bro? Can we do that, please? Please. For almost 50 minutes, we ain't talk about ball. You just talk about all this nonsense, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Don't forget the Rhine. We need the Rhine. God, fuck off, man. It's ridiculous. This club is turned into a joke, bro. Absolute joke. I'm just being honest, man. I don't care no more. I've not cared for a long time. I've had enough now. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the ball, the brisa, the breeze. We need the breeze to be with the right ball, because the ball this year is a different ball. The Nike ball and the Puma ball are two different balls. We need the right ball to be able to control. And when we control, we move the cintura to the right rhythm of the ball, so we all connected as a family, connected together intensively, and we do it the right combination together, the right spiritu. We need the right spiritu. If we don't have the right spiritu, we don't know how to control the ball. Fuck off, man. Anyway, let's continue. Where is it?
And unrecognisable from maybe 10 years ago, I think. And one of the biggest changes is when you actually come to the stadium. The atmosphere within the stadium now, I think, is completely different to what it was.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We're now into the 17th minute. Now we're talking about the atmosphere, the environment, the structure, the energy, and the espiritu of the stadium, the espiritu of the club, connective, together, join together. We need you guys together collectively. Fuck off. Can we talk about football, please?
So how difficult was that changing? It's one thing changing the mentality of the people at the club and inside the club, but how do you change the mentality of the people coming to watch?
Well, the more I started to analyze, the good thing is I didn't have a lot of time to analyze more, because if I would have analyzed more, probably I would decide it's not the right moment for me to go. But it wasn't about...
If I would have analyzed more, I would have realized it wasn't the right time for me to go to Arsenal. Once again, and I'm writing this down in case I forget it for some reason. Yeah? Hold on. Right. Arteta said, where is this? Right. Let's get the notes out. Let's get the notepad out. Arteta said he told Pep he didn't know why Arsenal came in for him. He hadn't done anything in football. Arteta said he had doubts. Arteta now said, what did he just say now? What did he just say now? He didn't think it was the right time to take over. Right, this sounds like a manager that was very convinced. You know what I'm saying? Very convincing, guys. You know what I'm saying? Very convincing. It's VAR that.
The people at the club are inside the club. But how do you change the mentality of the people coming to watch?
Well, the more I started to analyze, the good thing is I didn't have a lot of time to analyze more, because if I would have analyzed more, probably I would decide it's not the right moment for me to go.
Right. If I analyze more, If I had more time to analyze the club, I would have known it wasn't the right time to come to Arsenal. Right. This guy seems very convinced, very, you know what I mean? Very convinced that he's the right guy. Let's continue.
But it wasn't about changing a style of play or changing a squad or changing or modifying a few things. It was about transforming a football club. Again, that it was in a really difficult position. The first one is the culture inside the football club. And we have to change the club from within. So first of all, inside. So people have to describe coming to this environment, whether you are the kitchen, you are the kidman, you are the masseur, you are the main guy, to everybody that is related and making everything possible to a match day. And after the surroundings, our supporters, how they feel about the club, how they talk about the club, and the ambition and expectation that they have towards the club. And the whole thing.
Okay, if you care so much about the ambition, how you feel about the club, the expectation of the club, how come you don't listen to this side of the fan base that are telling you you've been here way too long, you must win a major honour? How come you don't listen to that? If you care so much about what the fans think, how you feel about the club, and the expectations of the club. The expectations of the club is to win trophies. Why have you not won enough trophies? Why have you not won enough trophies? Why is it for 6 years all we have is an FA Cup? It all sounds great. Why are we not asking him these questions? If he cares so much about the environment and how the fans feel about the club and how they talk about the club, the way the club is spoken about reflects the lack of ambition, the lack of achievement from the football club. So what are you talking about? And every time you're pressed in a press conference about why you haven't won anything, why you must win something, you get all defensive. You don't want to talk about it. So get out of here, man. Get out of here.
To be transformed. And we did it from the inside. So first of all, start to feel it, and you feel it and believe it. After, you can start to transmit it and start to implement a lot of the ideas, protocols, processes to try to elevate the club in that manner.
Absolutely. And the change, as I say, has been fantastic. With change and improvement comes perhaps sometimes an unrealistic view of success. How do you manage the expectation level?
Naturally, I think we built those expectations. I think from where we were and everything that we built, that was the aim. That was the project. When I put the project and what we want to do, and each phase of that project was there, winning major trophies consistently at the league level. And on that moment,
when you put okay. So when you showed the process, it was to win major honors consistently. Why can't you tell us the step-by-step of the process? The process was there. What was the step-by-step of the process? What was phase one? What was the objectives for phase one, phase two, phase three, phase four, phase five? Well, I'd like to know. The fans would like to know. So how come you don't go into detail what the phases were? To consistently win major trophies, you've consistently bottled major honors. So has the process failed? Has the project failed? Let's rewind that.
And the change, as I say, has been fantastic. With change and improvement comes perhaps sometimes an unrealistic view of success. How do you manage the expectation level?
Naturally, I think we built those expectations. I think from where we were and everything that we built, that was the aim. That was the project. When I put the project and what we want to do, and each phase of that project was there, winning major trophies consistently at the league level. And on that moment, there were only two clubs that they were doing it: Manchester City and Liverpool. The rest of the team were very far when they were in those phases, and then went back. And now we want this. But it's from being second 3 times, there is only one thing, which is to win it.
Yeah.
And that's the expectation, and we have to thrive that with enthusiasm, with an empty stomach, because we don't have it and we really want it. It's about understanding the reason why we do it and what is going to give us the highest probability actually to achieve it, and do our very best to achieve that.
This guy just talks for talking's sake. The only 2 teams that were competing for the title when I came was Liverpool and Man City. Okay, Liverpool won it under Klopp. Phase 1 under Slot, they won it. Man City we're winning league title after league title. What have we done? Oh, we need to do what the biggest probability is to get over the line. So what's the probability of playing three defensive midfielders? What's the probability? What's the probability of getting the best out of Eze on the left? Do you know what I'm saying? What's the probability of playing Madueke on the right week in, week out, of us winning a major honor, bro? This guy just talks to talk. He just talks to talk on an empty stomach. Do you know what I'm saying? But exactly, empty stomach excuses for starving us of a title. That's what I'm saying, bro. Talk about empty stomach, bro. We got empty stomach because of you. Because of you, your dead tactics, bro. And now you got the players that a lot of the players that you wanted, your words, and we're not looking any more convincing. We're not looking any more convincing to win a major honor, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Man said winning major honors consistently, but that's what I'm saying. So win it then. Win it then. Do you know what? It's funny that now he's saying that. Yeah, it's probably after the conversation he had with Josh Kroenke and the man there. Probably put the pressure on him and told him, "Yo, it's time now to get over the line now. We ain't giving you no more time." Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Big up Northside. Wonder if Igal exploded with this interview. His hero. You see him on Dan Put last night getting absolutely slaughtered by Lee. Yeah, I was watching some of it, bro. You know what I mean? Naturally failed. Bro, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But anyway, let's continue.
And then this is football.
At the end, this is football. What does that mean? At the end, this is football. Yeah, let's win it then. Let's win it then. Man just said the next step is to win major honors. Okay, we'll be watching. We'll be watching. We will be watching. This guy just talks for talking's sake, man. I said, please give him 2 more seasons. Banna. Give him 2 hours and sack him. Give him 2 hours and sack him, bro. I'm telling you. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's go, man. Move, man. All right, let's go.
I would suggest it's probably as hard now, if not harder than ever before, because I think there's more teams capable of beating each other. But you have given yourself, I think, an excellent opportunity with your recruitment. Now, dare I say it, everybody, myself included, has been talking about the recruitment at Liverpool. But I would suggest your recruitment this summer has been excellent. How pleased are you with it?
We are very lucky. Players want to come to Arsenal now. And they prefer to go into Arsenal somewhere else. And this is an unbelievable power as well that we have built.
Arteta, we got Ozil before you came here. We got Aubameyang before you got here. Like, there's always been players wanting to come to Arsenal. We got Alexis Sanchez. Don't go on like we didn't get players before you came here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So relax with the now our players want to come to Arsenal. Nah, even at our worst, we still had big players coming to Arsenal, bro. So don't do this whole players actually want to come to Arsenal as if they're coming to Arsenal because of you. No. There's already been players that wanted to come to Arsenal, bro. Relax, sit down, relax yourself.
And give our very best chance, Ali. We talked last year about, the Premier League, and we've been 3 years there with amounts of points. And normally you are the Premier League winner, but the level is somewhere that has never been before, which is great. And the Champions League, I don't know. We go to the Champions League.
The level has been somewhere it's never been before. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? As if we've never got to a Champions League final. What are you talking about? As if Wenger wasn't getting Champions League football year in, year out for the first 10, 12 years, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? For most of Wenger's tenure, even longer than that, Wenger was getting Champions League football, even losing his best players, bro. What are you talking about? You ain't done anything that we've not seen before. Nothing. We was winning FA Cups in Wenger's demise. What are you talking about? We was getting top 4 comfortably year in, year out. So what are you talking about? We're doing things that we've never seen before. What is it that we've never seen before? If you would have won a Europa League, then you could have said something like that. If you won a Champions League, you could have said something like that. You ain't won any of that. So what are you talking about what we've never seen before? What are you chatting about? This guy thinks we're stupid, bro. This guy actually thinks we're stupid.
Players want to come to Arsenal now. And they prefer to go into Arsenal somewhere else. And this is an unbelievable power as well that we have built. And give our very best chance, Ali. We talked last year about, the Premier League, and we've been 3 years there with amounts of points. And normally you are the Premier League winner, but the level is somewhere that has never been before, which is great. And the Champions League, I don't know. We go to the Champions League semi-final. If we have Gabriel and we have Kai and we have Gabi Jesus and we have Bukayo Saka, this better not injury, and we have other players to win it, maybe. But everything has to go your way now because
you see, everything has to go your way. Well, that's why you're a manager. You're supposed to manage the circumstances. A manager is there to manage when things go wrong. That's the whole point. You are there to manage the squad, the people that work beneath you, whatever the case may be. You're supposed to manage storms. You're supposed to manage and make sure that you still get to your achievements regardless of what things can happen, because it's called life. Not everything's going to go your way so you can achieve what you want. Do you know what I'm saying? So what you're talking about, everything has to go your way. What's this guy talking about? Did Slot have everything go his way? We got Chiesa last season. He didn't have all the signings that he wanted and all the players that he wanted and everything go his way. He had to work with what he got. He won. Conte at Chelsea didn't have all his players. Won. Tuchel at Chelsea. Won. What do you mean about everything go your way? I don't understand this, bro. Like, what are you here to manage then? What are you here to manage? You're here to manage the good times. So when we get injuries and stuff like that, when players are out of form and that you can't manage the situation, that's basically what you're telling us. So Arteta can only win under the right circumstances. He needs the referees on his side. He needs the right football. He needs the pundits to not be judgmental. He needs the fan base to just back everything. He needs all players to be fit. He needs no injuries. He needs players to be on form. He needs teams not to work out his plan A because he has no plan B. That's what we're doing, yeah? That's what we're doing. This is the great manager that's on 15 million. You're telling us that you can't manage a couple of injuries that were self-inflicted by you and your lack of man management. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy, bro. It's crazy. We need everything to go our way. We need everything to go our way. Let's go get a manager that can actually deal with these situations then. You know what I mean? This guy's an idiot, man. He's an idiot. I'm sorry, he's an idiot.
And it is an unbelievable power as well that we have built and give our very best chance, Ali. We talked last year about, the Premier League, and we've been 3 years there with amounts of points. And normally you are the Premier League winner, but the level is somewhere that has never been before, which is great. And the Champions League, I don't know. We go to the Champions League semi-final. If we have Gabriel and we have Kai and we have Gabi Jesus and we have Bukayo Saka, this better not injury, and we have other players to win it. Maybe, but
to win it, maybe. To win it, maybe, bro. This guy doesn't believe in himself. A man wants me to believe in this manager. This guy doesn't believe in himself, bro. Exactly. Dario, you quit as well. You know what I'm saying? My guy said to win it, maybe. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is, bro. This is what it is. He don't believe in himself. He don't believe that he's good enough, man. He don't believe that you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. To win it, maybe.
It has to go your way now because the level is so high.
In terms of the league, you've been so close. So it's clearly just the small things you need to find from somewhere. It's getting harder. Every other team's improving. Where are you looking for those small things?
Everywhere. But one of them was recruitment. I think we had one of the shortest squad last year. So we've done that. So now we have to manage and empower the qualities that we have and use it in the right way. When we talk about,
we had a short squad because you loaned out a load of players that you brought into the club that weren't good enough, which goes back to your player ID. So don't make it seem like we didn't have players. You didn't want to give ESR a chance. You didn't want to trust Lokonga or Fabi Vieira, but you're the one that bought Fabi Vieira and Lokonga and Marquinhos and all them, man. So you had a short squad by design because you've been here long enough to overhaul the whole team, which is what you've practically done. You've got a short squad because you haven't recruited properly. So don't make it seem like, we had a short squad. Why didn't you recruit players better then? How about that? How about recruit players better? It's always with these excuses, like he's got nothing to do with it. Like he's had no say. Like he's just got to the club and he has to just deal with what he's been given. Get out of here, man.
Well, consistently in the defensive phase, probably we've been the best team in the league for 3 years. Attacking one as well, as we have the resources. Our record against the top team is good, but we have margins everywhere, Ali. I see margins of improvement. Today we have discussions to.
So why did we lose to Liverpool then? Why did we lose to Liverpool if our record against the top six is incredible? Because that's going down the drain. What's our record against Newcastle? Because you keep getting slapped up by Newcastle. So why didn't you mention that one? Yeah, you don't want to talk about Eddie Howe, innit? He's the boogeyman when it comes to you. He's the boogeyman.
Bring everybody together to align everybody. This is what we're going. This is the three aspects we're going to focus. And you guys are an unbelievable team. Let's go and do it.
I've got two more questions, if I may, right? The one question I ask a lot of the great managers that I worked under and worked with, Sir Alex and people like that, I wouldn't say they've got a regret, but the one thing that they perhaps towards the end of their managerial career look back on maybe with a little bit of sadness is the amount of time that they lost with their family.
Yeah.
Clearly, for somebody in your position, in Andy's position, that is family is without doubt the most.
Let's go back.
I ask a lot of the great managers that I worked under and worked with, Sir Alex and people like that. I wouldn't say they've got a regret, but the one thing that they perhaps towards the end of their managerial career look back on maybe with a little bit of sadness is the amount of time that they lost with their family.
Bro, what are we doing? How dare you but how are you putting Fergie's name with this guy in the end of his career? But this guy ain't even done anything to have a career. Why are we even talking about this? I'm going to talk about the lack of time with his family. Bro, they're very well compensated for the job that they do. Let's just keep it real. Who's even going to see £1 million in their life? This guy's getting 15 million a year. Probably got cooks, chefs, personal drivers. The kids are set for life. Do you know what I mean? Generational wealth. They're good for life. Bro, what about the man that have to work here? 4 on, 4 off shifts. What about the people that work 12-hour shifts and lose time with their kids? What about the men that have to work and are the sole provider for their family, not have no time for the kids to make sure that the woman can be there to look after the kids, and they don't have a personal driver or personal chefs or people to look after the kids or can go on fancy holidays? Bro, in life, you have to have sacrifices. When you want to do certain things, there's sacrifice. Don't talk to me about it's so hard that he's losing time with his family. There's so many men that work so many hours and barely see the kids, bro, but get back to the yard and the kids are asleep. Barely spend time with the partner. Then the partner's then they're battling, losing love with the partner because they don't even spend time together to make sure that the family are good. I had a friend, Philip. His dad was working night shift every day, bro. Man rarely saw his dad. Was he on 15 million a year? Was he on 15 million a year, bro? Don't talk to us like the average person or a normal family. There's dads and mums that do things and they're not even compensated 5% of what this guy's compensated a year. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? Why are we making this a sad story? Oh, Arteta loses so much time with his family. So does all the other managers. If you don't like the job, take it, even 15 million over 1 year management, 15 year, you don't need to work again. You got 15 million in the bank. What do you need to work again for? And this guy's got 15 million over 6 years, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? But we have to feel sorry for him. Sorry for him for what? Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry for him for what? This guy's already made 90 million off of Arsenal, bro, in the time he's been here. Around about, I know we got a contract extension or whatever, but around about 90 million. Let's just say 80 million. Let's just say 80 million. Bro, 80 million is not enough. Compensation for you. Oh, you don't get to spend time with your family. Bro, no one cares, bro. You took on the job. You know what the job requires. Let's stop making it about everything else other than achieving, innit? Other than achievement. You take the job title, it comes with the rough and the smooth. We ain't hearing any of this, but Fergie at the end. Why are you even mentioning? Are you mad? Arguably the best Premier League manager I've ever seen, and you're talking about, but Fergie, that one of his regret. Whatever, man. Whatever. It don't make sense, bro. We don't have sympathy, bro, because he takes the money, innit? That's what I'm telling you, bro. I'll tell you, the most lucky, privileged manager in football history, the nerve. It's crazy. There's managers with bigger CVs, more credentials, losing time with their family, not getting paid less than half of what this manager's on. And we're supposed to be feeling sorry for him. Whatever, man. You know what I mean? 80 M's is reparations for some countries. Bro, it's crazy. Third highest paid manager in football madness, and we're feeling sorry for him. I'm telling you, man, it is crazy. We're feeling sorry for him. Nah. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it, bro. I'm not hearing it. Let's go.
Clearly, for somebody in your position and Andy's position, that is, family is without doubt the most important thing in your life. How do you balance?
There is no balance. It's like this. It's about, in my opinion, connecting both things, you know, and
It's not time to have your opinions.
Connecting both things. We don't need you to connect both things. What we need you to do is connect the money that you spent with a trophy, a major honor. That's what we need. That's the connection that we need, bro. We don't need you to connect your personal family with the club. We don't need that. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Big up to his family. I ain't even mugging off his family. We just don't need it. This is a football club. Can we win trophies, please? Can you connect me to the trophies? That's what we need.
Clearly, for somebody in your position and Andy's position, that is, family is without doubt the most important thing in your life. How do you balance?
there is no balance. It's like this. It's about, in my opinion, connecting both things, you know, and interconnecting that in a way that they feel very part of what I do every single day, but I need to feel very part of what is happening when I'm not there. And then create an environment when, yeah, they do want.
Once again, all emotional heartstrings, bro. Big up to his family, big up to his sons. I ain't gonna say nothing about man's family, innit? All I'm saying is, can you focus on the job at hand that you're getting paid for? Can we do that, please? Do we have to keep showing your sons? Like, big up to them. I hope they have a lovely life. Their dad's making incredible money. I'm sure they don't have to work a day in their life ever. Do you know what I'm saying? And big up, whatever, innit? They didn't choose for him to be their dad. It is what it is. They were born into the family they're born into. You don't have a choice. It is what it is. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. But bro, why do we have to keep talking about your family and stuff? Can we talk about the club, please? Because I don't go into work and start talking about family. I'm getting paid, and I'm getting paid nowhere near 15 million a year. Yeah, I'm saying, and I have to be. It's called being professional. Can we be professional, please? Instead of keep talking about family, because I don't get to go into work and say, oh well, do you know what? I didn't achieve because of family. Every year, family. I'm not achieving, but family. Bro, don't work. I'm gonna get fired. So why is it change with somebody that's on? Do you know what I'm saying? 10,000 times what I'm earning a year, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Want the best for me, and they all cheer up and they are very present. But when I open that door at home, whether I win, draw, or lose, I'm the same father, and the energy in my house is the same. And that's great to my wife and everybody that is around my family, raising those kids. That we need to protect that environment. And I think I'm very responsible about their happiness, their education, understanding the values. What they have to see, that does his very best, and he knows that. And I spend all the hours in the day to try to improve this football club, the players, and enjoy a passion that I have. And I do my living out of that. But without taking that joy out of them, and especially sharing those moments, especially the good ones with them, because, you know, there's no meaning to what we do.
Family is the most important team, isn't it? Without doubt. Last question.
We're literally 23 minutes, and we've not talked anything tactical. We've not learned about anything that we can expect from the team this season in terms of the team lineup, substitutions, different tactics we might use. I know he's not going to say everything, yeah, but at least some insight. Not 23 minutes. 23 minutes, you know. This is mad.
Unashamedly, back to Glasgow. I want to take you back to 2003. I was sitting in the main stand with ex-Rangers players, Goff, Alberts, Gorham, Durant. Were you aware the importance of that penalty against him?
No, Ali, I wasn't. And that was intuition. It was probably...
Oh my days. Again with the PR. Again with the glazing. Again with the my penalty against flipping rain for Rangers. I don't care. I actually don't give a shit. That I genuinely don't give a fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? Can you win me a major honor, bro? Like, this is what we're seeing. This is the end of the interview. This is it. This is the big bomber. The big bomber, my neck, my back, my crack were hurting. Then I played around Iniesta and Xavi. I didn't feel like I could make it. When I got the call for Arsenal, I told Pep I haven't achieved anything. I'm not ready. If I had time to analyze the club, then I would have realized that I wasn't ready for the job. I shouldn't have taken the job. Oh, maybe with the players that we got, maybe we can win the league. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But what we're doing, we've never seen before. Finishing second 3 years in a row. But maybe that we need to look at the probability of how much we could win. And this and that, bro, what have we learned from this? 24 minutes of bullshit. 24 minutes of merda. 24 minutes of merda, bro. This is what I hate. We'll talk about family, bro. We get it. You have 3 boys. Amazing. You conquered your wife. Amazing. You've told us this before. Can we get some tactics, please? Can we get some puta de tactics, please? Porra! Tô cansado, pá. Sempre a bater a mesma tecla, sempre a mesma porcaria, pá. Fala do jogo, pá. Você não sabe nada. Olha o meio campista. Uma merda. Muda! Por que o puto do Ife não tá a jogar? Por quê? Me explica só. No, we want to talk about fam. Bro, fucking, I'm tired of this, bro. Tired of this. Rubbish. I'm not seeing anything tactically different. Don't talk to me about fucking Trossard and Martinelli off the bench, bro. It's not enough to win us nothing. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, I've had enough, bro. I've had enough. This is why I get pissed off with this club. 24 minutes. 24 minutes of this interview for nothing, bro. And in the title, they're saying, Ali McCoy meets Mikel Arteta joining PSG, Pep's advice, and Arsenal's expectations. Let's talk more about the expectations. We took 3 minutes to talk about the expectations of the club. We didn't know how he's going to do it. We don't know tactically what he's going to do. We don't know what his approach is this season. We don't know nothing. All it is, guys, we need everything to work for us to win a major honor, bro. It's just done out here, man. This is done out here, bro. It is done out here. Look at this.
Not being ready or prepared and not thinking about the occasion and just being, and that's what I love about this generation, that you throw in there Max Down, 15 years old, and he plays with no fear. He plays full of enthusiasm. One of the best. So
why don't you start him more, or at least give him more minutes then? Since you're referring to Max Diamond, why are you not giving him? The only reason he's using Max Diamond is because of his age. You don't want to play him like that. He don't want to play him like that. Absolute merda. You want to talk about Max Diamond, filho da puta? Play him then, estúpido da merda. Play him. Tá aqui a gastar o meu tempo a falar merda. Play the kid then. Why are we playing Madueke every minute? Why are we playing Martinelli left wing all the time? Play the miúdo, pá. Sempre a mesma porcaria. You want to talk about Max Diamond? You only want to talk about him because he's 15, guys. He's 15 and we're playing him and he's got the ability and this and that. Cala a boca, pá. For this, cansado dessa merda, bro. Big up to Rants for the raid. Everyone that's joined from Rance's raid, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. Some nonsense, man. Tô cansado dessa merda, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Play Diamond then, innit?
The occasion and just being, and that's what I love about this generation, that you throw in there Max Down, 15 years old, and he plays with no fear. He plays full of enthusiasm. One of the best moments, one of the best days of my life, in my career, for sure, to get that stadium rocking, winning the league against our big rivals in the last second of the last day for goal difference, scoring a penalty. It was such a day.
I can assure you, 7 or 8 old Rangers players jumping up and down, cheering when you're knocked down. Yeah. Listen, thanks very much again, Mikel, for taking the time to join us.
Absolute waste of an interview. Absolute waste of time. Absolute waste of my life. Didn't learn anything. Big up to everyone that's locked in from Rance's channel. We didn't learn anything here. More talking about the belief, the structure, the compassion, the environment. We need the right players around. All the same pucaria. We ain't learned nothing tactically. This guy is a fraud. I swear down. Only talking about we need the right espiritu, the Espiritu Santo and the Holy Ghost. Cala boca, so filo da puta. We have been playing some pucaria of football this season. I ain't seen nothing tactically different. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're trying to still rely on them dusty players and Martinelli to think that they're going to save us, bro. I am tired of this. 24 minutes of the same merda. Get your pucaria and get the fuck out the club. Pack your shit, arruma tuas merdas, and get the fuck out the club, innit? Get the fuck out the club. I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of this. 24 minutes, I've learned nothing about what we're going to do this season. Nothing. Nothing at all. So we're going to still rely on set pieces. We're going to rely on free kicks, dark arts, putting free defensive midfielders in the midfield. That's what we're going to do, innit? Continue to play Calafiore at left back. That's a liability. We're going to continue to repeat and do the same porcaria. Nada muda. É sempre a mesma história. A história nunca muda. Eu já tô cansado dessa história. Muda a telenovela. Muda tudo. I'm not seeing anything. Man, taking 17 minutes talking about, oh, when I was playing, guys, for Rangers, I hurt my knee. Then I hurt my back. Then I hurt my crack. It was very, 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 very painful, and I could not do it, guys. Get the fuck up, guys. Bro, what am I watching, bro? What am I watching? This guy's as bad in interviews as he is in setting out his team to play his fucking dead football, bro. I'm just tired of this, man. Ain't learned nothing, ain't seen nothing, bro. Ain't seen nothing. Do you know what I mean? We ain't winning nothing. Forget it. Do you know what I'm saying? My neck, back, and my crack. That's what the interview should be called. My neck, back, and my... How I hurt my neck, back, and my crack. Because I ain't heard anything. New my merda about tactics here. Nothing. But am I surprised? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's the same old rubbish. Man wants to talk about at the end about, oh, it's unbelievable to see Diamond at the age of 15 years, guys. Imagínate, guys, 15 years. Why did you play the guy? Why did you give him more minutes? Why didn't you give Diamond more minutes? Because he was our best player in pre-season. So why are you giving him more minutes? Why is Ethan not starting? Why are you putting Mourinho in the 10 over Ethan? And if you love the young players so much, why are you giving him a chance? How come we ain't seen Skelly now for time now? Now you got your boy Calafiore. Now you got your Nicky. Now you got your flipping Kylie. I'm tired now. Now Caitlyn Jenner's back in Calafiore. Now you're excited, bro. Now all of a sudden you don't need to play Skelly at left back. Now you got Caitlyn Jenner, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Get out of here, man. Get out of here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Eu já tô por aqui. But I'm tired. I have no faith that we're winning anything this season. And to play three defensive midfielders against Athletic Bilbao, I don't care if we got the result. We got the result because of the subs, not because of the performance or the lineup or the tactic. We got it because he got it wrong again. Best believe, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long season this season, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, bro. It's absolutely ridiculous. We got somebody else. Hold on. Where is it? We got another top gooner telling us that we're going to win the league this season. So let's get into this. Look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll just trim it out. If I get copyright, I'll just trim it out. I don't care. Let's get into this. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. Look at this nonsense.
100% it could be our year. I think there will be pressure on Arsenal to win it this season, and I think we're in good spot. The squad depth that we've
100% it could be our year. This flipping B-Tech sperm donor of flipping Piers Morgan is telling us this could be our year. Our year for what? Our year for what? Our year to do what? To win what? These men are crazy, bruv.
got talent that we've got, the fact that we've got players like Victor Gyökeres that have come in that can be the difference makers in those games. There is no reason that we shouldn't be gunning for the Champions League.
Hello,
gunning for or winning? Gunning for or winning? Because man just said that this is going to be our year. Now man saying we're gunning for. Bro, I swear that Piers Morgan, come get your son, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Sam Smith, come get your son, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Come get your son. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these guys just chatting shit, bro. I'm actually tired of this fan base just chatting rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Baseless. Bro, I'm tired of this, man. Anyway, let's move on, bro. Let's move on because I'm starting to get hot now. I'm going to start moving some furniture around here because I'm starting to get hot now. Ain't nothing changed, bro. Ain't nothing changed. Man talking about the bench. Man talking about the bench. We don't even play some of our best players on the bench. We don't utilize Ethan. We don't utilize Diamond. When we do utilize Eze, we're putting him on the left wing when he's a 10. When we're playing Gyökeres, we don't even feed him. We don't feed him opportunities. So what's the point? What is the point? We're playing Madueke because, and you saw the level of Madueke against Atletico Bilbao. Inconsistent. I told you. Inconsistent. But the same inconsistency that we see from Madueke is the same inconsistency we're going to see from Trossard and Martinelli. We've seen this before. Odegaard, when available, starts all the time. When he's not available, Mourinho's starting in the 10. Make this make sense to me. One of our worst left backs defensively, we're starting him week in, week out. And Calafiori, if people think he's going to consistently perform. I heard the same Pucadia when it came to Kivior. Where's Kivior now? Oh, we sold him. Man. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, already overgassing Mascara. Let's relax. Let's relax. Because the gas that I'm seeing for Mascara, I've seen this gas for Kivior. Let's just relax. Let's just relax and see a couple of games before we start overgassing. A lot of players at this club already been overgassed, yeah, and these are players that they no longer want. They overgassed Zinchenko. They don't want him no more. They overgassed Havertz. They want him to hold bench for Gyökeres. They overgassed Fabi Vieira. Out of it. They overgassed Lokonga. Out of it. Do you know what I'm saying? How many more players, bro? Chega ponto também. Com gajo já não tem mais paciência para essa merda. Já não tem mais paciência, pá. Chega limite. Eu já cheguei limite. I am not seeing anything. We've got better players on the bench. We've got better players on the bench that should be starting based on form, based on ability, not starting. We're putting out team lineups and looking like a mess. We were absolutely rubbish against Man United. But we was rubbish against Liverpool. And we were rubbish against Athletic Club. We were rubbish in 3 of our last games. But it doesn't matter because we beat Leeds. We're supposed to beat Leeds, pá. Puta que pariu, pá. Mas come então. Well, I'm supposed to be getting gas because it says £6 billion spent. We're beating Leeds. We're supposed to beat Leeds, filho da puta, pá. Você é mesmo estúpido, ok? Porra! Não dá, pá. Não dá. I'm not impressed about anything this season. I don't care. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. That shit don't impress me. I mean, now I'm seeing, if Arsenal want to go in for Ardegula, it's going to be 150 million euros. Bro, what we need to go in for is a new manager. A manager can get over the line. And in the press conference, not press conference, the interview, Arteta already said he had doubts. He didn't understand why Arsenal went in for him when he was still part of the coaching staff at Man City. If he knew the situation at Arsenal, he wouldn't have come. He was saying that he didn't do anything to get the job and how he had doubts as a player. He had doubts already as a manager before because he was looking to pack it in. So I'm not hearing it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. These man thinks it's a miracle to beat Bilbao, bro. Bro. Isso que acontece quando tu estás de volta de pessoas que são mesmo doidos, estúpidos, idiotas da merda. They don't understand common sense. Man's supposed to be gassing Bilbao and Leeds. Are these not teams we're supposed to beat, bro? I'm telling you, bro. The inconsistency of the team lineup, our tactics, is going to catch up to us. People think this bench is going to keep saving us. I remember when they thought that dark arts are going to keep saving us. When they told me that set pieces are going to keep saving us. What happened? Oh, we fell short. What happened? It wasn't good enough against Newcastle. It wasn't good enough against Man United last season. It wasn't good enough against flipping PSG. There's a limit to the way that we play football. Yeah, we'll get away with it with most of the teams that we're superior to. As soon as we get an equal footing, Liverpool or teams that are better, really, as good or better, these tactics go dry. The subs go dry. The impact of this manager goes dry. Everything goes dry. That is the limit. Yes, you can get top 4 playing the way that Arteta's playing. You can get top 4. You can get top 4. But we need a trophy, bro. We need a trophy. These man think I'm stupid, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And big up to Thierry Henry saying that he has to win a major honor this season. Big up to Thierry Henry, upholding the standards of the club, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Upholding the standards of the club. All of a sudden now, these men love Martinelli. Now I'm seeing bare love for Martinelli, bro. Give him props for the game. The guy is limited. That's the nicest I can be. Limited. He's not going to be playing through the middle. You know this manager loves Havertz and Gyökeres. He ain't going to play through the middle. He's going to play as a left winger. As a left winger, he's not effective enough. Not effective enough, so it ain't going to work. He's going to go back to the Martinelli on the left wing that ain't performing. This is what I'm saying. It's the same old nonsense, bro. It's the same old nonsense. And I'm just sick and tired of seeing the same thing from this football club. I have not seen anything. The only reason anybody at this club has any positivity around the club is because of Berta's transfers. That is it. It's not because of our tactics. It's not because of our system. It's not because players are playing out of their skin. Eze ain't looking as good as he did under when he was playing for Palace. Gyökeres isn't looking as good as he did with Sporting. Do you know what I'm saying? Most players are declining. Odegaard has declined. Martinelli's declined. A lot of these players have declined. Even Declan Rice ain't playing as good as he did in his first year at Arsenal. That's what happens when you spend too much time with Arteta, bro. It's like bed bugs, bro. His tactics are like bed bugs. They just keep spreading, bro. You don't know where they are. They're just hatching eggs everywhere. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. The link is out there if you do want to jump on and have your say. I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of this. We're going to the look at the way, yeah. Look at the way Liverpool played yesterday. They played for a win. They play to win, bro. And this is why they win major honors. They play for a win. They could have won that game 6-2. Do you know what I'm saying? They're absolutely cooked at Letty. Look at the way that they play. Look at the way we play. When I was looking at Liverpool yesterday and I seen, look at the way they transition. Look at the way they play. Even the way that they've incorporated some of their players. Do you know what I'm saying? I know Wirtz had a couple of opportunities to dead it off. Yeah, he took too many touches in the box. But his passing was decent. He's still got a role in the team. You look at the way Isak's already balling out there. How are they getting Isak already incorporated into the team better than we're getting Gyökeres incorporated into Arsenal's squad? How is Ekatike? I know he should have scored a goal, but he's been actually doing decent since he's come to the Prem. People are like, yo, Ekatike, look at the way he's balling out. Their system gets a lot out of Ekatike, gets a lot out of Isak. Their system's getting a lot out of Szoboszlai. He was very good at winning the ball back last game. His ball recovery was actually decent. Look at Gravenberch. He's improved. When he first went there, people were like, yo, Gravenberch, is he doing his thing? Look at Gravenberch now. Yesterday, I saw him pick up the ball, take on 4-5 players, bro. Get into the box, boom. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at the way he's running that midfield. I know Gakpo wasn't that great last game, but he's been effective for Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Even Frimpong had a couple of chances, some good runs as well that he was creating for Liverpool. What about us? Look at the way that they attack in numbers. Look at the way that they try and make sure they get over the line. Look at their intent. The way that they were passing the ball, bro. I swear down. Watch an Arsenal game and then watch the way Liverpool play. How they played this game now. It's all clicked. Look at the fluidity of their football. The 1-2 touching. The way that their wide players know how to make runs. Their midfield know how to make runs to go forward. The strikers in the right place. If you receive the ball, give them goals. Little 1-2s. Look at the way they create space. Look at the way they find each other in the box. They've got so many chances to score. We don't play like that. We don't play like that. We don't. First of all, we don't play to win. We're not fluid in the attack. Eze's out there on the left-hand side. He got 1 assist against Nottingham Forest, and people are telling me, oh, yeah, he can play as a left winger. But where was he against Athletic Club? It's disjointed at Arsenal. Everything's disjointed. We've got a number 10, Mourinho, that provides nothing for the striker. We've got a left winger that's out of the game because every time Gyökeres wants to receive the ball, he's receiving it on the left wing, running into Eze. We don't have that. We don't have that. And this manager's been here longer and has spent more money on players, bro. And look at the way that they play. Look at the way we're playing. And man think this is sustainable. Man think it's sustainable. It's a joke, bro. Absolute joke. Johnny, what are you telling me, bro?
What's going on, my guy? I can tell you if we struggled that hard against Bilbao and we're relying on Martinelli or Trossard, we may be out in the first round of the knockout stages. Whether we get to immediately the round of 16 or not, I don't think we're beating anybody like that. If Bilbao really put us to the test like that with missing key players, with missing Nico Williams, with Guruzeta not starting, and we look that bad, I am not in any way, shape, or form considering Arsenal as any of the top 5. I don't know how any of the bookies in Europe have Arsenal as the top 5 favorites to win the Champions League. I really don't see it. It's the Champions League for me is down to Barcelona or PSG. After that, somebody may get lucky. You can never call out and sleep on Real Madrid because we've seen way too many times that Real Madrid pops up and can force their way in and end up winning the Champions League. But besides them 3, not too convinced on Bayern. I think Chelsea went light on them. I didn't think Chelsea blitzed them enough in the midfield, but Arsenal, man, it's bad, man. It's bad. I don't care if we got a 2-0 victory against Bilbao. The fact of the matter is that Trossard had to come in and be a false 9 in order to unlock that defense, which is an absolute joke. It's almost like you can see that this guy doesn't know what to do with the striker. It's almost like he doesn't know what to do with the striker. How are we not feeding Gyökeres? How is a guy who has scored that many goals not getting force fed? How are we not putting in balls over the top, pushing the defense back to keep them honest, and maybe use him as a way to attack the defense from a different angle? He's got to go out onto the left to try to create space for him. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I just don't think there's too many hype boys. There's too many hype boys for Arsenal that just take any little thing and take it 10 times over the top where it doesn't need to be, and nobody wants to look at it from an actual truth. Everybody's trying to cherry pick and make it better than what it seems. I just don't think Arsenal's ready for anything this year, man. I really don't. It's really going to take that this guy's going to have to get fired. And what you were saying as far as trophies, I don't care if he does a cup double. He can't stay. Even if he does a cup double this year, let's say he gets the FA Cup and the League Cup, he can't stay. $1 billion spent, he cannot stay. He's got to go at the end of this year.
No, it's mad, bro. It's mad. I'm so envious at how Liverpool are run as a club. I'm envious at how they play football. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just the Van Dijk win at the end. They played with the intent to win, bro. We just play with the intent to try and nullify teams, and then we have no idea of how to start a counter attack, bro. The way that they're playing football, yeah, of course they're gonna concede goals some games, but that firepower, bro, the players they got up front, bro, it's mad. Isak looked decent as well. He looked like he's like, yo, I'm here to prove a point. Do you know what I mean?
It's not going to take long. It's not going to take long for him to fit in. The real X factor for Liverpool is how long it's going to take Wirtz to straighten out. That's really the only X factor right now that I'm looking at Liverpool from just running away with the league, is how long it takes Wirtz to get into his groove, because he still looks a little shaky in that number 10. And the other thing is, to what you're saying, how is it that everybody on Liverpool is progressing and we look like we're regressing at all? Eze's only been on Eze's just got here and he's already regressing. And then he's getting blamed for us not beating Liverpool. Like, the manager's a fucking disgrace. And that game between Bayern and Chelsea, if Bayern attack us the same way and we go there to just contain them, we're going to get absolutely destroyed. We'll get absolutely destroyed again by Bayern Munich. Because the sad thing is, Chelsea didn't attack that midfield. Their midfield is weak. They don't have a true defensive midfielder. And us playing 3 guys to just sit back and not attack at all, I'm not convinced that the Bayern's going to be a victory force in this group. And like I said, man, and even Bilbao says it, they were missing 2 of their key players from that starting lineup, and Bilbao looked as if that they were the better team for the first 25 to 35 minutes of the game. So it's lucky. We're lucky that they didn't take their chances.
I'm telling you, I'm not looking forward to this City game, bro. We got the City game coming up. I'm not looking forward to it, bro. I'm not looking forward.
We'll see what they're like today, because they play Napoli today.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We're gonna see how this plays out, because if Napoli, the only thing that I can say is this about this game with Napoli: if Napoli's defense can sit strong against the attack of City, then I think we have a chance. The problem is that as of right now, I don't know if Arsenal got the balls to go forward and really attack them. I really don't. And BBK was just live and I was watching him. The other thing for me is the question about City is, are you willing to risk injuries long term? Do you start Saliba if Saliba's still hurt? Me personally, no. You go with the hot hand. Stick with Mosquera. It's all about the marathon. It's not about the sprint. If you got to take a loss this one game, then keep it moving.
I was going to ask him the same. Rasmus Højlund, bro. What you saying?
You know what the thing was? I was actually impressed with him the first game that he was with us. But the thing is that he fits our system the way that we play. Because of how we're playing, we basically move into like a 4-4-2 in the attack. And you have to deal with him and McTominay up top. So you got 2 big physical guys that you have to deal with up top. Scott McTominay, I don't know where the hell this came from. And the way Conte's coaching him, I wouldn't be surprised if Rasmus Højlund actually has a good year with Napoli. I really wouldn't, because Conte's showing right now, you just put guys in their better positions, use what they can do at their best traits, and just get the best out of them. So it's one game. I want to see what he can do this game, because obviously when Lukaku comes back, he's not going to be the permanent striker anymore. So
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of United fans in the chat. Came over from Rance's channel. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Also, make sure you subscribe to Gianni's channel as well. I will pin it in the title. Would you make a McTominay, bro?
Fucking awesome. Again, it's down to Conte. You know, to be fully transparent, I was not crazy about Conte getting the job at Napoli at the beginning, because the thing, I am a true believer that if you're going to play a brand of football, Napoli has been known, specifically, everybody got to know Sarri because he went to Chelsea, but Napoli's been known to be the more open attacking team, even before Atalanta came back to Serie A. And when you get a coach like Conte, who has always been Catenaccio, you know, defensive-minded Italian coach, I didn't think that he would actually be able to fit in. What I am very impressed about Conte is Napoli's the first team that he's changed his tactics to where he's incorporating open attacking play, but still being very rigid defensively. So overall, I'm very impressed. What he's done with McTominay is absolutely ridiculous, because I never thought McTominay would hit this level the way we saw him play at United. But it goes to show that United is a shithole right now. Like, everything about United is fucking bad. Like, if Rasmus Højlund goes on to score 15, 16 goals coming off the bench and starting, mixing up with Lukaku, it's just that club is a cancer right now. And there's so many things wrong with that club. It's not just Ruben Amorim. The way they've ran that club is an absolute disgrace.
I hear it, man. I hear it. Listen, we've got a special announcement that we're going to have to make right now. I'm sorry, man, but we're going to have to. You already know that I'm a Benfica fan, and we have signed the special one. I believe I am the special one.
Oh, that's,
you know what I mean?
Hey,
we're gonna have to.
We may have to do something for this Champions League game between Benfica and Napoli, because Conte versus Mourinho is going to be fucking lit.
The special one is here, bro. The special one is here. Where is it? Not this fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? Get this dickhead off my screen. You know what I'm saying? That's not the special one. You know what I mean? What happened? Have I got too many?
Was he with you guys before, or did he initially start with Porto?
Yeah, he was part of like the background staff. So he wasn't the main manager. And then there was a chance that we could have brought him in to be the main manager. But yeah, Benfica didn't. So that was probably one of our biggest mistakes. And then he went elsewhere, innit?
Yeah.
He went elsewhere. There we go. I told you Benfica got more standards than Arsenal. I told you. This is why they're the most successful team in Portugal, bro. What is it? 37 league titles, baby.
Yep. What was the whole reason why you brought Bruno Lage back in the first place when everybody hated him?
Because of this dickhead, bro. Because of Rui Costa. Because of this dickhead, bro. This guy, bro. Fucking and Deck looking fill that boot. I'm sick of this guy, bro. As a player, I love him, yeah. But, you know, right for dead, man. Yeah, I'm saying because of this donkey. And this guy, yeah, he's only bringing back Mourinho now, yeah, because he knows the elections are up and he knows his ass is on the chopping block. That's what we need in England. We need presidents now. And every 4 or 5 years, we do the tenure thing, 4 years, and we look at your resume. What did you win? Oh, you didn't win? Okay, out. Finish, out. You know what I'm saying? What he's trying to do, he's trying to get the votes now because he knows Mourinho, you know what I'm saying? Jose back in Portugal? Crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then it looks like a big FU to Porto as well. They're in a bad way. Do you know what I mean? Right. So it's a big FU to them. And it's all tactics, man. Tactics. You know what I mean? But look at this Rui Costa. He's a fraud. This guy's a fraud. Where's Mourinho, man? Fuck you, man. Get off my screen, bro. Fucking wait, man. Fuck off.
There's the guy.
Free for me.
Yep. Yep.
He said, "I've got a lot of emotions, but my experience helps me control."
I can somewhat understand it. Portuguese ain't too far off from Italian.
Quero lhe agradecer a honra que eu sinto neste momento. Obviamente que
you're loving life right now, brother.
Que sendo português, obviamente que
it's going down, baby. The title is wait, hold on. I saw them change the title after he said something.
Did you see his first game for Mourinho in Champions League is you guys away at Chelsea? That's gonna be nuts.
That title, yeah. Hold on, let me take away the comment. That title says Mourinho said, in the last 5 years, I've played in 2 finals, 2 European finals.
Mm-hmm.
2 for me, 0 for you. You know what I'm saying?
He's fucking classic, man. I love him.
But do you see the difference? Unlike Arteta's interview, he's not talking about, yeah, but the family, I hurt my knee, my back and my crack. I couldn't walk, my knee was hurt. Bro, this is what I'm saying. Football heritage, football fucking heritage. Arteta, you will never even have a quarter of the flipping reputation and the flipping accolades that this guy's got, yeah? Hold that. And to every Arsenal fan, yeah, that disrespected my guy Jose Mourinho, yeah, hold that. Because your manager's trying to play his brand of football, fucking winning nothing. Hold that. Put some fucking respect on my manager. You get what I'm saying? Put some fucking respect on my guy, innit? You know what I'm saying? I will not take any Jose slander at this moment in time.
He's one of the greatest of all time, no matter what his career has turned into. He's one of the greatest managers of all time.
Look at this. I'm here. So he said, estou aqui para servir, para fazer o Benfica ganhar. I'm here to serve and to make Benfica win. That's it. Already talk about trophies, winning. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it now. Man, talk about finals I got to. Man's already talking about European finals. We're supposed to be cursed. You remember we got the Goodman curse. He's like, Goodman curse? Fuck that shit. Let's win Europa. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Mourinho, man. Aye.
He broke the curse. He broke the curse at Roma too. Roma's been in so many European finals, never won. Yeah, it was the Conference League, but it was what it was. I love this guy, man. Even as a Napoli fan, his team that he had at Inter was unfucking believable. And that's the only team that spent a billion and played pragmatic football. Look what happened. He won a fucking treble. Arteta's not going to even get close to that.
Treble? The only treble Arteta's got is for the Community Shields, bro. Remember, he said
free Community Yeah. Arteta needs to lay off the top, man.
Oh, the IB for treble, bro. You know what I'm saying? Free plates for them flipping ski slopes, so that snowy ski slopes. You know what I'm saying? For that powder.
Yeah, legit. He's got to be snorting that up to keep thinking he's the fucking man. He's an idiot, dude.
And you know what I love as well? It's because now, you know what I'm saying? Now the rivalry between us and Porto is going to heat up because now they're going to be booing him, jeering him. And he gets his back up. You know what I'm saying? Do you bro, I'm telling you, the special one. Bro, big up to the special one, big up to the normal one. You know what I'm saying? Big up to the special one. You know what I'm saying? The special one. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. My guy Mourinho now. You know what I'm saying? Otamendi, please get this guy out, please. First thing I want you to do, Mourinho, fucking bench that flipping Daddy Yankee donkey, bro.
You guys still got him
out, bro. Huh?
You guys still got Otamendi? He's still playing for you guys?
Bro, it's Portugal, bro. Every penny counts, innit? They're trying to stretch the peas, bro. You know how it goes, man.
I hear it.
You get me? The economy. Look at the economy, bro.
Yep. Same way with Italy, man. It's the same way with Italy. That's why when I was getting into it with Deji, and he said Tottenham's the best run club, it's like, nah, man, I'm sorry. Napoli's the best run club. No major money. 21 years ago, we were bankrupt. Now we've won 2 league titles in 3 years, and we've picked up just as many trophies as we did during the Maradona era. I think we got the best owner, even though he's been a shithead a couple times in his tenure as being an owner.
How do you look at Mourinho's time at Roma?
Underfunded. The problem, the thing is everybody who doesn't watch Serie A doesn't realize the amount of debt that Roma are in. Rome has over 800 million euros in debt. So they couldn't really field the team that he needed to actually press for to go try to win a Scudetto. They just have too much debt. But they did
spend the money, though. They had Dybala. I swear they had Tammy Abraham as well.
They got Tammy Abraham and they got Dybala, but that's not what he needed. The problem with Rome has been the injury team for the last 5-6 years. The problem with Rome is that they had to fire their entire medical staff, I think, right before Mourinho came in, because they couldn't. Every year they were always having a catastrophic amount of injuries. So I think he was underfunded. I don't think he was given enough money and enough backing for him to actually really do what he needed to do. Because if they gave him enough money where he could have got 4 or 5 good players, Rome could have challenged for a Scudetto with him.
Nah,
I mean, look, he's the last guy that got the best out of Zaniolo. Zaniolo was one of the hottest fucking talents in Europe, and it was because of Mourinho. After that, Zaniolo's career's gone down the drain.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's like, do you know what it is? I didn't really believe that he would take the job. There was 2 jobs I wanted him to take in at Mourinho: the Portugal job or the Benfica job. Do you know what I'm saying? I was thinking that Benfica were going to wait for Ruben Amorim to leave Man United, and then we potentially go in for, do you know what I mean? Because obviously Ruben Amorim in Portugal, he's cooking, isn't it? Like, we saw the sporting team, we saw what they were doing. They're going to win the league comfortably as well. Like, they won the league, but they had a comfortable lead on Benfica. I think they had like 10 points or something at one point because of Ruben Amorim. So yeah, he might be a fraud in England, but in that league, he's not a fraud, isn't it? Regardless of how high you rate that league.
Would you say that Ruben Amorim and Sporting are in a position? They were in a good position because of the mismanagement of Porto and Benfica, or more so because of Amorim being a good coach?
I think it was a bit of both. I think it was a time where we was getting back managers like Jorge Jesus and Bruno Lage. These managers were never the guys to get us over the line, and I think it was through their past achievements of winning league titles. And I feel like we made some bad investments in certain players. We didn't Benfica didn't strengthen the defense, which is why when we went up against Barcelona, you could see how fragile we was. Yeah. Even though we got, Pavlidis and Atkoglu and players like that were good going forward, we was playing like midfielders at left back and in the fullback roles, and we was consistently playing Otamendi with Antonio Silva. That was one, he's linked for a while to Man United, but I think the interest died down because Otamendi is not the guy to be next to a young kid that needs to learn his trade. He actually puts him under a lot of pressure. So I think that combination, Porto as well, their Pinto da Silva, their president that got them, I think he was president for them for like 40 years or something crazy. Like all of Porto's recent success is attributed to Pinto da Costa. And he was their president that died, and now they brought back what's that guy? Andres Silva. No, sorry, Villas Boas. They brought back Villas Boas now.
What a throwback name.
Yeah. Well, the Chelsea man, you know what I'm saying? Villas Boas,
that's a throwback. Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
So they brought him back, but like they were, I think Pinto da Costa, there was these clubs, man, allegedly corruption, allegedly for these clubs, but all of them. So yeah, he was kind of losing power and stuff. So Porto was going through a complete refresh. Benfica needed a reset, a proper reset. And then so that allowed Sporting. Obviously, Ruben went there from Braga, and he got them playing very good football. They were playing the best football. Like I said, he needs all his pieces. It ain't gonna work at the top level. But when he got all the players most of the players that he wanted, and they understood his system, they were playing very good football in Portugal. Sporting were playing the best football in Portugal. I can't take that away from Ruben Amorim. But at Man United, obviously, it's a different story, isn't it? It's just different.
What did you think of that German dude that was at Benfica? Because when he was there, I thought you guys were playing some good ball. That Roger Schmidt.
Nah, fuck Schmitty, bro. Everybody in the chat knows fuck Schmitty, bro. He's a waste.
The few times that I saw Benfica play over the years under him in the Champions League, I thought they played some really good football, but I never really paid attention to the Portuguese league like that as far as week in and week out. I always pay attention to players because the Portuguese league and the French league, they find the best fucking talent. For some reason, the talent that comes out of Portugal and France translates better to the Premier League, in my opinion, than Germany, than Bundesliga or Serie A.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think the biggest problem with the Portuguese league is they're not taking their time to develop the talents properly. It's like as soon as we get a big massive payday, it's like, okay, we'll take the payday. Do you know what I'm saying?
Same thing with Italy. That's the problem. That's the problem with why our national team is so shit. We don't take advantage. We don't take advantage of the youth. We keep thinking that this is 1990, where the prime of the player, you have to wait to the prime of the player and keep them on loan until they're 28. They're not letting these young kids get better, which is why our national team is absolute shit right now.
No, I'm not taking Ruben Amorim for the national team. Like, Portugal's his level, and that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Portugal's his level. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
You think you can win with Martinez? Huh? You think you can win with Martinez at Portugal?
Nah, I don't. I've
never liked him as a manager. I've always think he was a snobbish asshole. That 1 year he got Everton to the Champions League went to his head. And since then, he really hasn't done anything. Like, I hated him when he was at Belgium. I was so happy Belgium never won anything under him.
Nah, I hear it, man. I hear it. What are you going for? Your score prediction? Man City versus Napoli.
2-1 City, just because we're on the road. I think if we were at the Maradona, I think we could get the better of them because of the atmosphere that the fans will create. But I think on the road, the way we play, we're much more ball dominant than a normal Conte team, and I don't think we'll have as many chances as we normally have in the Serie A. So I think they may be able to get. I think we will probably lose this game, and I'm fine with that because this is the only game that I think we should lose as far as the group stages that we have. Everybody else, I think we should be beating.
No, I hear that, man. I think City win comfortably, bro, and I think they go with more momentum into the Arsenal game.
Yeah, it could happen. I think the thing that matters for City is how the midfield plays. If the midfield, because the Napoli midfield is very physical. Lobotka is very good on the ball to create space and reset and start for us to dictate some of the pace of the game. But I think Anguissa, who I wanted to go to Arsenal if he was going to leave Napoli last year, I think the mixture of them two with De Bruyne and McTominay in that midfield, I think could cause City some problems with the physicality. But we'll have to see how well City's able to get onto their game easily. Because down the flanks, we may have some problems. I don't know if Di Lorenzo is going to be able to handle the pace of Doku, if Doku's going to start on the left, or if Marmoush is going to start on the left. And I hope we start Gutierrez because he's a baller, because the way he can cross the ball and we can catch City out with Højlund's speed and possibly McTominay. Now, the only thing I want is I want Conte to switch and get rid of that idiot Politano, because I am not a fan of him. I've wanted him out of the club since we got him. I don't care that he's been there for both Scudettes. I think he sucks. I'd rather the new kid that we got from PSV, that Noah Lange, I want him to start because he looks way better on the ball as far as creativity and scoring goals and everything else. But we'll see. You never know. You'll never know.
How's De Bruyne been in Italy?
He's been okay. He's getting a lot more time on the ball in Serie A, so he's looking pretty good. It's just the way that we play is we line up as a 4-5-1, but McTominay's the left wing. So when we're in possession, McTominay shifts into the box and De Bruyne drops. So De Bruyne's on the left-hand side, primarily between 25 yards to 18 yards is his whole area on the left-hand side, and he plays 1-2s with the left back. He's been good, but I think the thing with him is that he needs to be allowed to get a little bit more space in the box to really get the best out of De Bruyne, because De Bruyne scores goals and finds assists. So I think that's just a little tweak that Conte needs to make. But other than that, he's been very, very good. I mean, Napoli's the runaway favorite for me to win the Scudetto this year. Everybody's getting crazy about what Juventus has done. If Juventus gets any major injuries again to their defense, they're not good enough to win the Scudetto. And Inter, for me, they have run Bet Marotta, who's been the best sporting director in Italy for the last decade, made a huge mistake with signing Christian Chivu to be the manager of Inter. So I think it's Napoli Scudetto to lose this year for me. I don't think Inter will be in the conversation. Juve will be there only because of the two young kids. That Turkish kid Yildiz is a monster. He's a stud, and I love little Chico Conceição. Both of those two guys are monsters, and I like that Jonathan David too.
Oh, damn. Inter 11th. I didn't even know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll see what happens. If I know Marotta the way I do, I think Chivu's got maybe 3 more. I think Chivu's got maybe 3 more games I think he's got maybe 3 more games before he may get sacked, because there's talk that the former Fiorentina manager, Palladino, who did really good with them, could take them over, or they may go for a third time around and grab Roberto Mancini, which that has sucked, because that's who I want to take over Arsenal if, by the grace of God, we get rid of fucking Arteta during the season. But who knows if that'll happen.
Yeah, no, I hear that, man. But yeah, bro, I can't wait for the Barcelona-Newcastle game, man.
That'll be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. They're my favorites to win the Champions League this year.
Barca,
yeah? Yeah. I can't see unless Pedri or Olmo gets hurt, because those are the two guys that dictate that whole offense. Pedri, I think, is top 5 best players in the world right now, maybe even top 3, and Yamal as well. Yamal and Pedri are both top 5 best players in the world right now for me. And I think if he could stay healthy, I think Danny Olmo could move into possibly that conversation, because you see how good he is playing as that 10 and moving the way him, and especially the second half of last year, the way him and Ferran Torres could shift in and out of the striker position, and same thing with him and Lewandowski. The problem with Olmo is he just can't stay healthy. I don't know.
I just saw Yamal's injured.
Yeah, he's got STD from what I heard. 18 years old already. 18 years old fucking around.
This guy, bro. I swear down. Don't chill. Oh my God. I don't know.
If I was 18 years old balling like that, I'd be out in these streets too. I wouldn't be giving a fuck.
He's moving wild. He's doing the Ronaldinho thing, man. You know what I mean? Score a little hat trick and I'm going to the flipping carnival. You know what I mean?
Score a hat trick. He's going to go dance some merengue and some salsa and all the clubs and shit in fucking Barcelona.
Nah, it's mad, bro. It's actually mad. But yeah, I can't wait for them 2 games, man. I'll probably be watching the Barca game more, but
yeah,
I'll have them both fun. Because what before we wrap up, what did you think of the Liverpool game yesterday, Chelsea game? I don't know which one you watched.
I watched both of them. Chelsea, for me, I think where Chelsea fucked up is they didn't attack the defensive part of Bayern's midfield, because that's their weakness. They really don't have a true defensive midfielder to anchor that midfield. I actually thought it was stupid that they sold Paulinho to Spurs, but it is what it is. I think if Bayern continue with Kimmich and Goretzka in the midfield, I don't think they have a shot at winning the Champions League. I thought Chelsea went a little light on them, but Bayern's got a decent team, so we'll see what happens.
Look who shows up when Bayern get the win. Look who shows up now. He's got time now. Okay, he's available now.
Yeah, but North, I wasn't available last night when you did the reaction. I saw you did the reaction. I wasn't available then. So why are you being a fraud? Plus, to be honest, I wanted to join earlier when you were talking about more, but I was driving. But do you want me to join again driving and then you call me an Uber? Come on, man. I can't do this again, man. I got tired of it. I got bored and tired. No, but listen, man. Yeah, our game, listen, I'm not going to lie. Despite us winning 3-1, I thought first half we were terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be objective. I thought we were terrible first half, because you can say, yeah, we had the ball. Fine. But the way I see it is Chelsea had the more dangerous chances. I mean, if Enzo Fernandez doesn't take that touch in the beginning and he scores, that already, changes the whole game. You know what I mean? But because he did what he did, it gave us room to, breathe and, get that goal, which was an own goal. And then we get the penalty, and then, you know what I mean? And then Chelsea score immediately and all that stuff, which, by the way, people will argue about Jonathan Tah, red card, this. To be honest, I don't know about that, because I found out, I actually saw the clip more properly, literally a few hours ago. That's the mad part, because it wasn't as clear when watching the game. But to be honest, I'm glad he got subbed off for Kim, because he was absolutely our worst player. That guy left gaps beyond belief. It's like Cole Palmer was like the prince walking through in a palace, bro. It was mad. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, man, Harry Kane scoring twice. Happy days. I just need him to keep on building that up, because I feel like that goal he scored in the DFL Super Cup final is like the beginning of him starting to build up a mentality about him. Because there is a player there, just his mentality is he feels like he has to do too much and all that stuff. I thought Olise was insane. He sent Kukureya packing. He needs to drink a stray after that game. Got hella booed in the Allianz. But yeah, listen, man, as much as I want to be overly gassed about the win, because to be honest, Chelsea fans acting like world champs, even though they're as good as world champs as Jinder Mahal, that, yeah, like, listen, in reality, we take the result, we move. You know what? My question is for you, Northside, because I know you kind of talked about it, but when we play, are you confident? Because it's in the Emirates.
I'm confident that we will be cowards and try and nullify all your attackers. I'm not confident that we'll play to win.
Yep.
I'm confident that we'll just keep it tight at the back, probably play 3 DMs. We're shook of everyone. Anybody that's got a half decent attack, we're shook. That's the only thing I've seen this season. So we'll just try and nullify you and try and try win it on a little set piece or something else like that. That's probably what we're gonna do, bro.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, that game, usually I'm confident when I play with guys, but this season, for some reason, I'm not as confident because of, again, what you just mentioned. I feel like when we play a solid defense, that's when we're like vulnerable.
Olise
and I feel like Olise, don't get it twisted. Olise has actually won majority of his dribbling duels against top defenses.
He's gonna tear Calafiori apart in that matchup if we're playing a low block. And if Calafiori's allowed to run free all over the pitch like he has, Olise will destroy that back line of Arsenal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you know what the problem is? The problem is Kane drops deep. Yeah, which fine. He's been getting in better positions lately. I'm not gonna deny it. Diaz he still needs to find himself a little bit. Like, he's hit and miss personally since he's joined. You know what I mean? And listen, it all comes down to if our midfield is direct. Like, if our midfield kind of plays like how they did yesterday, which even though I did expect a bit more from Pavlovic, but if they are more direct, then I think we should be okay in terms of trying to create chances. But knowing how good your defense would be, I genuinely think like it will be very difficult. I wouldn't be shocked if this is one of them games Gyökeres has a good game.
Yeah.
Because he likes to run in behind, and our kryptonites are guys that runs in behind. Like, I actually wouldn't be shocked if Gyökeres is like the reason you win.
Why are you guys still playing Limer as a fullback?
To be honest, can I be honest with you, bro? You're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but this season so far, like, I would say, like, since the end of last season, he's been actually like one of our better players. I can't even believe I'm saying this. I know you don't rate him, I get it, but because of
I'm not saying I don't rate him. I thought he was a real good defensive midfielder at Leipzig. I thought he was really good in their system where he played as the defensive midfielder. I'm shocked that he's been the one that's been sacrificed to go to the fullback when Bayern's biggest problem is there's no backbone in the midfield. If they go up against any physical team in the midfield, they're giving Bayern problems.
I think Pavlovic can do a job in the midfield, in my opinion. But the problem is,
is to go a whole season. Do you think Pavlovic is good? Do you think Pavlovic is good to go a whole season, or do you think he's there? Because that's the same thing that Arsenal fans say is, he can do a job. But doing a job for a couple games is different than being able to solidly be there.
No, I actually, listen, if he was to stay fit, because listen, I actually think in terms of talent, he's right up there. I'm not going to lie. The problem is with him is staying fit. That's it. Like last season, he had an amazing start. And then next thing you know, he got injured. And then long and behold, you don't see him as much. And we had to then bring back Goretzka because even Palhinha got injured, you know. But beforehand, Goretzka was being sacrificed. Yeah. And then now, all of a sudden, now Pavlovic just got back after that eye socket. That's why he's wearing a mask. And I thought against Hamburg, he did great, my man of the match. But then yesterday, I thought he was a bit underwhelming. I think that's more to do with because it's his first time playing a big Champions League game in a while because last season missing majority of them. You know, because he got injured right before the Barcelona game. So, yeah, man, listen, I think Pavlovic is going to be okay. I know you guys are not used to hearing this because, again, Arsenal fans, they make you like, they make you feel such ways. They overdo things. I understand. But I think with Pavlovic is different because I think Pavlovic actually has that talent for real, you know? Like, for example, if somebody told me this in my fan base for Paul Vanner, I was like, nah, the guy moves like Odegaard in my team. And I think that's why we sent him to PSV. You know what I mean? We sent him to PSV. Like some Bayern fans, they're like, youth. I'm like, no, you have to use youth in the right place, right time, and right player. Yeah. Paul Vanner was not the example I'm talking about. Yeah. But Leonard Carl, for example, if you integrate him, now that's fine. You know, Pavlovic, when Tuchel integrated him, that's one of the only good things he's ever done being at Bayern, to be honest. Fine. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's about picking the right youngsters. Like in your case, I've heard from Northside, I've heard from Lee, I've heard from a lot of Arsenal fans. Dauman, you integrate him, that's good, you know. And Wary, that's good, you know. But then there's other youngsters that no, it's not good. It depends, bro. You know what I mean? I feel like the problem is player ID is like not like valued enough. I think that's the big problem.
Yep.
Nah, I hear that, man. I hear that. King, what you saying, man?
Big up, man. What are we saying, man? Know what I mean? I mean,
go on.
I mean, obviously, I know obviously my club is not in the Champions League, but hey, man, I just, you know what I mean? I'm just a I'm just a spectator, bro. I just be watching Champions League, innit? You get me? Just, you know what I mean? I watched the Bayern game, obviously. I watched the Chelsea and Bayern game. Like Zia just said, at least like, you know what I mean? Like I've actually seen a couple of Bayern games in the Bundesliga as well, and Olise has been like, he's pretty much been unstoppable, bro. He's
that guy's cooking up, bro.
yeah, that guy's been cooking. Like obviously some of the link up what he has with Kane and that as well is mad. It's mad, bro. But obviously you still have a bit of problems in your defense. Your defense can still get got at. Your midfield, your midfield, your midfield, like obviously they might be good on the ball, but they are a bit like in terms of like physicality, but yeah, man, like obviously I don't think Chelsea did too bad in the first half, but the second half they weren't it, bro. But Bayern could have scored about 3 goals in the second half. Like,
Olise
like
finished that one. That annoyed me though.
yeah, like the Olise chance, the Luis Diaz chance as well. That Harry Kane also had another chance as well. They could as well, yeah. So like obviously, yeah. And obviously, like I watched the Liverpool and Atletico game because I had both games on, and like I can't like obviously Isak did pretty well. Isak did pretty well for his first game. Obviously, he didn't get a goal in that, but he linked up well a few times as well. He looked like very sharp after having no pre-season. Obviously, I thought Frimpong was good as well. Sobosai, he was good as well. And I thought that Liverpool could, and I thought Liverpool should have had at 2-0. I thought they should have put the game to bed. I thought that they should have put the game to bed, but they slightly allowed at times Atletico to get into the game, and obviously Marcos Llorente, he was causing them a bit of problems. But obviously Liverpool do what Liverpool do, always scoring late. You know what I mean? they are always try and find a way to score late goals. Like, but the man of the match was Ryan Gravenberch. He was the man of the match that game. The amount of times that he were getting on the ball on the half turn, dribbling past the whole midfield. It was just a joke what he was doing on the pitch. So yeah, man. Like that's what I would say in it on like obviously on those 2 games in it. So
King, when United's done with Buemo, can you send him to Napoli too? We're enjoying the spoils of war with Scott McTominay, and we're waiting to see what Hoyland's going to do. But
why don't you
I think you're going to win tonight. You know, I actually think Napoli will beat City. You know, I just got a feeling Conte's gonna find a way. Yeah, I just got a feeling Scott McTominay, even though I don't rate him, yeah, I got a feeling that he's gonna box crash. Yeah, I got a feeling that guy gonna box crash and score. I got Napoli 2-1 against City, because I think obviously like City obviously they played well against us, but obviously against Manchester United, you know what I mean? You don't have to, you know what I mean? You don't have to do much to beat us. They were playing at like 50 or 60%, and they still beat us. It's not hard to beat Manchester United, especially with that fraud, Ruben Frauderin. You know what I mean? So in charge. So it doesn't take too much to beat us. But I think Conte. I've always known Conte as he sets up his team very well defensively, and obviously as well. Obviously, I know Lukaku and that didn't work out at Chelsea, but obviously he got a tune out of Lukaku at Inter, and he got a tune out of Lautaro Martinez at times as well. Like we all know Conte in terms of attacking players, he can also get a tune out of attacking players as well. And I think Man City, I think Man City still have problems defensively. I think when Kusanov, when he plays, he makes their back line. He makes their back line stronger if they play Kusanov, because Kusanov has got the pace to he got that recovery pace, like how Kyle Walker had. Like Kyle Walker, obviously he was not the greatest defender, but he always had that recovery pace. Like Kusanov, I got that recovery pace, but he's good defensively. He's good defensively, and he's actually decent on the ball. But like all their other defenders, like apart from Kusanov, like all their other defenders are not at the same level. John Stones is not at the same level that he was like 3 seasons ago. Ruben Diaz, he's not on the same level as he was like 3 or 4 seasons ago. So like I think
Rodri being back though. I think Rodri being back is going to give them emphasis to go forward, because they're a very different team the way they attack when Rodri is on the
with Rodri, but even with Rodri though, he's not fully 100%. Like he's not fully 100% himself. Like because obviously like he has just come back from an injury. So he has just come back. He has just come back from a big injury. So he's still trying to recover from the injury. I'm not saying he's been bad. Like he's still been okay, but he's been okay, but not at the level that he was.
100%. But I feel like they got certain players that are hitting form at the right time. Like that Liverpool
Haaland's look good.
Players at the right time as well. Like Haaland's back.
Yeah. Haaland's look good. Yeah.
Playing the right passes at the right time. Yeah, I mean he had a decline for a while. Reinders is doing his thing as well. I think he's been.
Yeah, I rate Reinders, by the way.
Everybody in Italy knew he was going to tear shit up when he went.
Yeah.
By the way, when Al Hilal played Man City, I remember seeing Reinders just get isolated in midfield because of what's his name, Gundogan and Bernardo, and I'm like, that was not a good idea, bro. Like you're supposed to
play
boom, like. Bro, I'll be real with Man City. If you play the right midfield, you'll be okay. If you play the wrong midfield, it's finito. It's one of those.
See,
I just think on the break
that's what I observed.
Finished them, bro.
Like that's what I observed. You know what I mean? That's what I observed in the Club World Cup.
As long as City keep trying to trust John Stones, I don't trust them. I think John Stones is one of the most overrated center backs. If anything, John Stones should be the backup to Rodri, and you push Nico Gonzalez further up the pitch in possession for midfield. I just don't see John Stones being that good as a defender. If Man City's back line is John Stones and Ruben Diaz against Napoli, I think Napoli gets
they get a lot of joy. They get a lot.
You get a lot of joy. Yeah.
Better chance.
They will get a lot of joy, bro. Like especially like obviously we all know like Northside said we all know Rodri is you know what I mean is Rodri, but it's like once you get past Rodri, if you get past Rodri, that back line is vulnerable, bro. Like obviously when John Stones had that season in the treble season where he was playing decent, he was like he was playing at like right back. He was like inverting at right back in that midfield. He was inverting from right back into the midfield. But obviously a lot of he's had like God knows how many injuries. Like the injuries as well. The injuries have catched up to him. And like they don't have any pace in their back line, and even though Rasmus Højlund and Scott McTominay might be not elite players, like they can run. That's one thing. That's one thing I would say about them. They can run. So like if they get in behind that defense, they could cause a bit of problems. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But I think Conte. I just think Conte's got something for Pep. Like I just think Conte. I just think Napoli will win.
Rodri's got to be careful this game because Napoli's midfield is very physical. So if he's nursing, we could. I'm not wishing bad on an injury or anybody, but it's something to look at because with how physical our midfield is, if Rodri's hurting and he starts getting into physical contact with all our guys, we could end up causing him another injury. So
he's already had an injury as well. Like when he came back from the ACL, I think he got injured in the Club World Cup as well. Yeah, he got injured in the Club World Cup as well.
Yeah, didn't he
when he came back from his
Rodri in the game against Al Hilal, he come on then come off.
Al Hilal, that was it. Yeah. So
he come on and come off immediately.
And we all know with them big injuries, like you can get recurring. Once you have one big injury, it could just finish your footballing career. So like you know what I mean. So like if like City, I know Rodri's one of their best players in that year, but like if they try and play him for like consistently for 90 minutes I think if they play him consistently, I think if they don't slowly ease him into the team, he could pick up the same, you know what I mean, similar injuries like you are seeing it with Saka right now. Like since Saka has got that big injury, he's just keep on getting little recurring injuries, bro. And that's one thing, that you don't want. So yeah, like it's kind of mad.
We'll see, man. Big up to Zim, big up King, big up Gianni as well. The link to his channel is in the title. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, supporting the man them. And I'll see you guys after the Newcastle Barcelona game. We're out. We're gonna redirect. Who are we redirecting to again? I don't even remember who I redirected to. Dan Potts, Northside Raid to Dan. Northside Raid on the way in. We're out. Love.
Big up.
Big up.